I mean, you subscribe to OnlyFans, so I don't know what.
Yeah, because Rachel has a fat ass. Continue.
That's getting clipped.
No one clipped that. No one clipped that. You have 12 black people in Latvia. If you're an orphan, you're starving. If stuff was done to you, okay, I'll play any for all everybody out there. I don't approve of Abdullahi said that people should be hanged. I think that's a bit too far. But Obama like that. Killing on Papa.
Drop another thing. That's a break. That's a break.
One second.
So it's again, the actual draw happened, and so it's actually United versus Coventry. It's Chelsea versus Man City.
Why do you do that to him, Mardias?
It happened. It was a day that we all feared. It was a day that we thought would never happen, but we are here. Guys, we are officially in uncharted territory. We are officially in Farmers League territory. 4 in a row. 4 in a row has happened. 4 in a row has happened. And there's no denying. We can't deny it. We can't look past it. This is proof. This is proof. City are champions. They've won 4 in a row. So, guys, we're going to go in detail here and really discuss the significance of what this is. So welcome to this special edition of the Sunday Hangout. This is like the end of the season discussion here. And we're going to talk. We're going to talk because we're going to talk about what this means for City, for Pep, what this means for the Premier League, for the EPL, and looking ahead and looking to the future, what this could potentially mean for the EPL, because I'm saying right now, who's betting against 5 in a row? Who's betting against 5 in a row? So we're going to have that Farmers League discussion because Pep has officially made the EPL his BITCH. Sorry, he has. 100%. It's like that GTA meme with the dog on a leash. The EPL is on that leash. The EPL is on that damn leash. It's real. It is what it is. It is what it is. There's no hiding from it. 4 in a row has happened, and the Premier League is now a Farmers League. So we're going to discuss that, and I'm going to give my thoughts out of the significance here and what this means. But we have to have a Klopp discussion. Klopp's final game, thankfully, they didn't do a Gerrard. They actually managed to win 2-0. Shout to your boy Elijah, football hub member. He's actually at the stadium. So hopefully Elijah will send us some footage from there at the stadium, man. But the discussion we're going to have about Klopp is not really about the game. It's about his legacy. Because Klopp's legacy is tied to Pep. And the question I want to ask is, does Pep's success ruin what Klopp was able to do with Liverpool? So just a review of Klopp's tenure in the EPL and how we're going to remember it once the dust settles in 5, 6, 10 years' time. So lots of stuff to discuss. So guys, it is what it is. Guys, like the vid, subscribe if you're new, get your meal, get your drink, and please feel free to send in your dubs and super chats, man. Apart from Daddy Us and that's Psycho, half Snow Bunnies. Feel free to send in your dubs and super chats, and they help to keep the channel growing, amazing, and fully free, and also help my OnlyFans subscription to Rachel, man. Shout out to Rachel, man. So, let me first get my stream marker up and going so we can ride through. All right, so the funny thing here is this, and I think I even have to probably put a poll up this, and I'll probably put a poll up. Is the Premier League now a farmers league? And I think
It's been it for a while. I don't know why we haven't
But
discussed
what is the Farmers League?
No, many
Grab
Premier
your
League.
pitchforks.
Okay, thank you for that, Hitman.
Oh my god.
So many EPL fans are going to push against this because there's one, because I posted my reaction and one comment said that he'd do this in any league. And I disagree. I think he'd do this in the Bundesliga, probably do this in Serie. I doubt he'd do this in La Liga based on the nature of Real Madrid and Barcelona and just how big those teams are and the kinds of players those two teams can react.
But he kind of did.
What?
We're also there.
He kind of did.
No. He did 3 in a row. He didn't do 4 in a row. Like, he almost did, but that was 11-12. So he never did 4 titles in a row in La Liga. Like, basically, anybody doing 4 in a row in La Liga, that is real because of just how good Real and Barca are. Because now we now talk about Arsenal. We now talk about Liverpool. We're not talking about the competition being faced. We're not talking about Jurgen. But the difficulty of this situation here is, on one hand, Bournemouth League, Farmers League is useless. On the other hand, are we looking at the greatest league manager ever? Are we looking at a guy who is arguably the best manager in this format? Over 38 games, given the money, given the resources, is this the best to ever do it? That's a question I'm going to put out there. I don't know the answer to that question, but he's definitely in the conversation, because if you don't believe he's the best ever, he's going to do it ever. But you can't have it both ways, because I have the receipts. For so long, the Premier League touted itself as like, we're the number 1 league, we're the toughest league, you can do this over here. And we all remember what was said at the end of the first season. And I'm sure Pep has kept all of those reports, because at the end of that first season, the notion was, sorry, Pep, you can't bring that kind of football here and you can't win it over here. That was what the notion was. And he dispelled that. Do you know why this is so scary? This is why this is very, very scary. And as a fans, you won't like to hear this, but this is time for uncomfortable conversations. Klopp is gone. Shout out to Arne Slot. Arne Slot ain't no Klopp. He simply ain't. So Liverpool are going to have a fall-off. Chelsea was still in rebuild mode and was still trying to get out of the DiCaprio agenda and enter into the North agenda. Thank you.
You told me on last stream you're getting a star.
So my thing. So if we're going to say who are the biggest chances next season, it's Arsenal. Uncomfortable convos. Do we trust Arsenal to win the league next season? I don't.
What about Aston Villa?
Do we trust Arsenal to win the league next season? I don't. So
Why not?
So
Elaborate on that, please.
why this is scary is, could this be 5 in a row? That is what is so scary.
Why don't we raise it to 10 in a row?
Elaborate on why Arsenal won't win the league, please.
It's not
elaborate.
that's a brick, you know.
I know, it isn't. Let me hit that. Because my thing of why this could be 5 in a row is Arsenal seemingly are the only threats. Unless a team comes out of nowhere, but we can't predict that. So if we're just going based on the data we have now, I don't believe that Arne Slot coming from the Eredivisie is going to come in and just win the league in his first in the Premier League. I just don't. Because it's too much of a step up for him. So,
I mean, if he did, then people would actually, if anything, they'd be asking more questions about Klopp. If only Klopp did that, be asking, wait a minute, I won it the first time.
Los Blancos.
With the same team.
Wait, guys. Los Blancos. Wait, first of all, Los Blancos. Don't try and change the narrative here, bro. Don't try and change the narrative here, bro. Yeah, thank you.
What was that?
We
know you really are.
We're saving a section for Chelsea finishing above you guys. No, Blancos, I have the receipts. I've got the receipts.
Can I just say, don't go too early, because if they win the FA Cup, they will get Europa and you won't.
We're not winning the FA Cup.
Wait, hold on. That's actually brutal. They don't win it. They don't win that.
For the moment, Chelsea are in Conference League position, so
okay. So basically, my thinking, because I want to go over to everyone and Michael record everyone. So look, the thing here is the Premier League is officially it's a Farmers League now, and why people should be scared is if Pep stays, how this could get worse. It's already bad now. This could get worse. So my fear is the future. It's the future. Because I'm sorry, the only guy that can stop this guy is Klopp. Because I don't trust any other team right now with the manager still here to outlast him over 38 games. Because again, we've seen from Arsenal that when the pressure is there, they fold. Arsenal, of course, they're a good team. But will anybody put their hard-earned cash and money for Arsenal to supersede these guys? No, they won't. Mike, talk to me. City winning this league, how significant is this? And are we in the Farmers League settings now?
Well, HH, I've gotten the farmer's hat out. So shout out to every Premier League fan. You guys are in the mud. You guys are in the mud. You got to get the hat, buddy. You got to look like
gotta get the hat.
Mike, where's your wheat? You need a bit of wheat.
Well, I'll smoke it later.
Barley as well. Some barley as well.
With the Premier League, well, I mean, first off, congrats to Man City. I mean, they've absolutely destroyed this league. 4 in a row in the so-called toughest league. I hear it, HH. You do a lot of Premier League content. You're basically a Premier League channel. No offense, HH. You're my guy, but you're basically a Premier League channel. I get it.
No, I'm a good channel. I'm a good channel.
HH, you're a Prem channel. That's what you are. You shout out to the football terrorists. They're in the mud. What the hell are they going to talk about now? Toughest league. Oh, Serie is a farmers league. Bundesliga is a farmers league. HH, this is the craziest thing. So obviously the Bundesliga streak is over. You know the Austrian Bundesliga, it's over as well. The streak is over. RB Salzburg lost the title 10 years in a row. And now the Premier League has basically officially become the Farmers League of all of Europe. And it's funny. All of these Premier League fans for many years, and you know what? They have a right to say it, that the Premier is the best league. They've competed very well in Europe. They've won Champions Leagues. They've made it to Europa League finals. They've won those. But what I have seen the last couple of years is City are by far the best team, and Liverpool and Arsenal are just tag teaming like it's WWE on who's the bridesmaid. They're just saying, here, all right, you're the bridesmaid now. Arsenal, you're up next. So I feel bad for Arsenal fans. Feel my pain, Arsenal. It's been 2 years in a row, and you can't do it. Now, the question for Arsenal is, cool, you got 89 points this season. Go get 95 next season. That's what you have to do. In order to beat Pep, you need to get over 95 points. Mourinho got 100 points. Klopp got 99 points. These are the sort of benchmarks you need to do to beat Thanos. Because Thanos ain't going. He's staying at City for at least 3-4 years more. So if he's staying, are you trusting Kai Havertz to win the Premier League? I mean, yeah, Kai Havertz has shown up.
That's if 115 doesn't hit them.
Huh?
Oh my God!
That's if 115 is gonna hit them, bro.
Oh,
you're muted.
Mike, keep talking. Mike, keep talking.
You guys could say 115. Man United, Chelsea have spent more money than Man City by a lot. And what have they done? They haven't even competed against these guys. The one thing, yes, we can talk about how did they get the money and all that sort of stuff. But one thing City have over a majority of these teams in the Premier League is they have good recruitment, the best manager in the world, and they have excellent players. And look at what their academy has produced. Their academy has produced Phil Foden, Oscar Bob, you name it. Their academy is ridiculous. So it's a very, very long couple of years coming up for the Premier League. If they want to market themselves as this brand of being the best in the world, like it's Louis Vuitton, but instead you're just getting, I don't know, some fake Gucci merch from Bangkok. You gotta do something for the other teams. Chelsea even though Chelsea, DiCaprio tax, all that sort of stuff, they're making good signings. They're clearly building for the future. They're not building for right now. So that's why I tell you, HH, you got to be patient. For Liverpool, I have no clue what's going to happen with Slot. It could either be, somewhat of a slight improvement, but not winning the league. And then Arsenal are really the only ones who can compete against Man City. And if you're going to put a title race between Man City and Arsenal, at 99%, you're going for Man City. So it's a long couple of years coming up for the Premier League. I wish you all the best, Prem fans. Enjoy it. But hey, there's other football in the world. You can watch the Bundesliga. You can watch Serie. You can watch Liga. But now the Premier League is officially a Farmers League.
Wait, can I just go? So a lot of people saying this whole about 115 here. Now, here's the thing about 115 here. It doesn't matter. Because, guys, here's the thing. Everyone broke the rules. Everyone has broken the rules. So if, let's say, they get found guilty, I'll laugh because I've got an agenda against Pep. So I laugh if he gets stripped of the title. I'll just laugh. But put that to one side and my agenda of Pep of one side. Bro, everyone spent... The Premier League doesn't adhere to FFP. Does anybody here really believe that Chelsea, United, Arsenal, Liverpool, all these guys adhere to FFP? Aston Villa? No one does. Like the Premier League is the Wild West. And that was the whole point of creating the Premier League as a brand, was that, no, we want to create this brand and this paradigm where you can spend as much as you want, because so we can market it as the number one league in the world, where top to bottom, 1 to 20, you can spend like crazy to actually increase the attraction of the league. Because you have to understand, Premier League, they don't care about the freaking fans. The fans are nobody. It's all about money.
But HH, the point of the FFP was introduced in the first instance. I get the general gist of what people are saying, but the point of FFP that was introduced in the first instance, it's not because people, when they think of FFP, they just think it's winter. That wasn't the reason. The reason FFP was introduced was because the logic, and the supposed logic, was that you should spend in general what you generate, because what was happening more so in the lower divisions of football is that millionaires and billionaires were coming in realizing, oh, we can potentially make a lot of money. They were then pumping in their own money, and then for rhyme or reason, for their various factors, maybe they would pull out, bankrupt, etc. That was causing massive issues for clubs, because if your sugar daddy decides to leave, then you're screwed. You know, so of course, but
Los Blancos, but I'm saying to you that right now, that for the Premier League, they allowed this to happen, and they were happy for this to happen. So my thing that, because City being able to spend crazy without any checks and balances, it's fine for them, because 100 mil here, 20 mil here, because what that does, it increases the attraction of the EPL.
But you realize one thing though, is that there's consequences that come with that.
Hold on. Blancos, what's it?
I don't even criticize City for that. I criticize Chelsea. Chelsea, Abramovich, you were the first team that actually brought this whole thing into the first. It wasn't City.
Don't blame this on us. Don't put this on us.
City just followed the president. Chelsea were the ones that brought it in.
Football's ruined for Chelsea.
No, but the point is, this idea that we should scrap. No, FFP is important, because we don't want a situation whereby clubs essentially solely reliant on because that's why Everton are screwed. Everton are screwed now, because the money that they were getting from or partly because of their Russian sugar daddy, unfortunately dried up, because you know what happened. And so obviously, and now they're like battling relegation. That's basically what will happen to teams. So you have to bring an FFP in. There's no there's no logical to say that should be. He's right.
I know you saw that.
He's right though. That's why
He's right though.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me bring your boy Rank. Toss me Rank.
Again.
Rank.
So, HH, do you remember when the Mayans predicted that the world would end in 2012?
Yes. And I was scared. Bro, do you know how scared I was? But then once it became New Year, I think there's like an island that has New Year before the whole of the world. So once they celebrated, I was like, oh, phew, I'm going to be alive. Yeah, I remember that. I continued, yeah.
So I think that the Mayans weren't actually referring to the actual world. I think that they were referring to the death of the Premier League with the foundation of Manchester City Football Club that happened that year.
Wasn't that when they won their first title?
Yes.
They won their first title in 2012. Oh my god.
And speaking about...
what's going on?
Yo, Rank, what's happening in Buenos Aires, bro? I'm hearing some sirens.
That's not me. For the first time, the sirens...
Oh, no, that's me. That's me.
All right.
Wait, you listening? All right, okay.
Okay, go for it. Rank, go for it.
Talking about that title in 2012, I decided to watch the watch-along that Aguero was holding, like watching the game. He was in a call with Balotelli as well. And the final minutes, they were talking about anything not related to the game, basically.
Oh, wow.
And when the final whistle blew, it was like, oh, there it is, champions. It doesn't matter. Football doesn't matter anymore. The Premier League is dead. It's not a league anymore. It's not competitive. Like Manchester City have made this league the Farmers League, and football is dead. Football died that year in 2012. All thanks to this club. And Okay, I want to hear that. What happened?
What was that?
Okay, what?
Yeah, that was hella.
What?
Wait. Wait. Is that Patrick?
It's me. Let's
Wait. No, let rank land. Let's rank land. Let rank land.
Weird. That's not. That's
Hold on.
not.
So no. Okay, so rank. Are you saying this in terms? So rank. Are you saying this in terms of you're looking at the future and the future doesn't look bright in terms of when you just look at the field?
There is no future. There is no future. Like this league isn't fun anymore. You watch people make their predictions, and we have to pretend that we don't know how the league is going to end. We have to pretend that we don't know that Man City is going to win it again. And then we come here to the final match day and we try and say, oh, look out for West Ham. They might do something. Oh, Kudus, wonderful goal. No, it's not happening. These guys have the league on a leash. It doesn't make sense anymore. It's not fun. And it's sad because, watching the Premier League growing up, it was a really entertaining league. The Chelseas, the Manchester Uniteds, the Arsenals, even back in the day. It was truly a dogfight, and it was the magic and the wonder of football, that the uncertainty. And now there is no uncertainty in the Premier League anymore, and it's all thanks to this club, who fair play to them, because Pep is the greatest league manager of all time. Like in this format, no one can challenge him.
Nobody.
Him. And you just have to look at his resume and congratulations to him, because he's just the best and no one can argue against his success. Of course, we are all jealous. Of course, we are all jealous of what he's accomplished. But we have to admit that he's the best and he's got the best team. That's the way it is. But it's just sad to see that we cannot enjoy this league anymore.
Oh, no, I'm with you. So actually, Patrick, before we go, we've got to go to our unpaid, unofficial man at Anfield, man.
Live reporter.
Elijah, you're on mute. Elijah, you're on mute. Wait, are you on the pitch?
Bro, we're live. We're at the cup.
What?
Oh,
wow.
We're live. We're on the cup. Yeah, I don't know, can you guys hear me, by the way?
Yeah, we can hear you, yeah.
Okay, so did you guys hear the Arne Slot cheer?
No.
Okay. So basically, the PA announcer asked Klopp if you have anything else to say.
Yo, look, Elijah, where is Klopp? We need an interview with Klopp. Tell them that you work for the football hut. Tell them you work for the football hut. Tell them you have more credentials. We need an interview with Klopp.
I'm already too close. I'm near I'm at the barrier.
So wait, what was the vibe like? What was the reaction at the full-time whistle?
Oh, dude, man. I mean, they did. He's saying.
Okay, yeah. I think it's a good breakdance.
I'm so glad Jurgen is a Red for about 12 minutes straight.
Okay. Look, we'll come back to you afterwards because I think breakdance is crazy. Okay, let me go to Patrick. So Patrick.
Wait, they have a net from Merseyside.
Sorry, Patrick, talk to me.
Yeah, so you know what? Big up. Some people are trying to say I came back here because we won. It's because it's the afternoon. I can't do those late night shows because
that's a lie.
Yeah, some of us, we got kids. So at that time, I can't be shouting and talking nonsense. I'm just going to be in trouble. But you know what? Let me start with this. In Africa.
I knew it.
So what happens in Africa?
This one is going to make sense. And for those who goes over your head, that means your knowledge is not good. The best way to eat an elephant in your path is to cut it up in little pieces. Do you get that, kids? The best way to eat an elephant in your path, you cut it up into small pieces. Why am I saying this? Arsenal.
Isn't that the best way to eat anything, though?
My friend. Just
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Patrick, go for it. Because Patrick, I don't know any creature that eats an elephant's whole, apart from every boa constrictor. But keep going.
I said elephant in your path, so it's a double thing. So think about it. Look, all I'm trying to say is, I saw HH HH on Twitter telling people stop hopium and copium. HH warned you. Yes, HH is a jinx. I've seen him jinx so many people, including ourselves, multiple times. But he knows what it is. Arsenal fans, you were telling us that your team is the best, but you still came to the Etihad and had 27% ball possession and became cowards. I think during that moment, you could have slapped us in the mouth. Now, let me just say this. I am so happy today. I just saw a list. Today, HH, where they were showing that United did the 3-peat and then they did it twice. Looking at the 4-peat, I don't think somebody would do it in a long time. And I think a lot of people
again in our life.
I don't think it's happening in a long time. There's a lot of people who keep saying this is a farmers league. I just saw another graph by the by Sky Sports. It was all red. United. When was that farming then? When was that farming when Fergie was abusing Wenger? When was that farming then? Because I saw red, and they even showed Liverpool red. So all this has been happening in a long time. But I know why you're hurt. I can see it in your eyes. You're hurt because Mr. 115 charges is doing this and dunking on your top head. And put it in the comments, 115 charges. Make it trend.
No, Patrick, it's the 4 in a row. It's doing it in a row what's the issue.
Patrick, wait, can I say something, Patrick, quickly? I don't think we're diminishing what City have achieved. City have made the Premier League into a farmers' league. It's not because
what about Fergie? What was Fergie doing to it?
No.
But you've done 4 in a row for the.
That's Patrick. It's nobody. You see, this is something that no one has done before.
No, but I think
Wait, hold on, Patrick. Wait, Patrick. The significance here is it's 4 in a row, and there is a likelihood it could be 5 or 6. So not just talking about now. We're talking about the foreseeable future. Because if we're saying that Arsenal are now the only viable threat to Pep with Klopp leaving, this could be 5 in a row. So once that happens, this is stuff that Fergie, the Liverpool guys in the 80s, never did.
I think Patrick's point is that if you've won 7 league titles in 10 years, but because you didn't do it 3 in a row, it's not farmers. I think that's Patrick's point. Like so.
No, and I disagree.
Yeah, but listen to this, HH. When Fergie did the 3 in a row, what were you guys not impressed then? Were you like, oh, he's bullying us? You were saying the same thing, but you never labeled it the farmers. You said it's completely
okay. Patrick, it's like this. Wait, hold on. Wait, Patrick, you have to take everything into account. It's 100 points, 98 points, consecutive wins record, goals record, the way the football has been played, and 4 in a row. So you have to take everything into account. When you take everything into account. Okay, domestic treble. Okay. So taking everything into account, it is what it is. So it's like because see, Pat Resi right now, the only thing Fergie has over Pep is getting Nicky Botts and Kaczalskis to win a trophy because those guys are bombs. And longevity tax. So basically, gid tax and longevity tax. That's the only thing he has over him. Apart from that, Pep beats him in every other department. So
when are we gonna have that? Wait, let me ignore that. Let me just say, first of all, I'm gonna talk about Foden. Some bums I've seen on this channel, I won't mention the name. I've been saying Foden is not it. Here he is. He dunked on you guys again. He's shown you that he's the player of the season. But let me just say this: I think the only reason why fans from other teams are saying, this is not beautiful anymore, it's because it hurts. Because people are saying this team has no history. But the funny thing is, history has been made today. And the end day is as much as you want, you might have more trophies, you might flex more UCLs. You always remember that these guys have already done the 4-peat, and now they're in the history books. Whenever I come on this stream, and I'm going to be coming a few times, because not Didi, by the way, and pause for a minute. Right. I'm going to be showing up on this. I'm going to be showing up on this channel a few times. I want respect because if I ask everybody on this panel and say, "Do you have a treble?" Only the United fans will put their hands up. And when I say, "Do you have a 4-peat?" You shush. That was a Carabao Cup.
Rank, don't be shameless.
Don't be shameless. When I said, "Do you have got 4 in a row?" I think nobody will say anything. I'm sorry, guys. The kids these days, all the kids who were wearing City jerseys today, when I was seeing them in the shop, they have seen history made. So it's just going to be the same thing as United. In a few years, if we continue, I think the only team, I'm going to be shameless. The only team I can be scared of in a title race is actually Chelsea. Because when Chelsea
Nah,
come against
that's
us,
a brick.
no. That's a brick. It's not a brick. Let me give you history. Let me give you a history. Listen, whenever Chelsea
This is football heritage.
Patrick finish his point.
Patrick. Every time Chelsea have decided to step on somebody's title reign, they always make it to the end. They've never bottled it. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's what I wanted to say.
I mean, I've not transferred since 2015. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, they bottle it.
So Rank, you want to ask a quick question? So Rank, what's your question?
Can I ask Patrick a question? Since we're talking about history, can you name me 5 players that were on Manchester City the last time you were in the Championship?
Yeah, let me name you one. Let me name you 5 actually. De Bruyne.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Good, thank you. So yeah, they're good. Thank you.
No.
So,
Can I ask a question?
I want to congratulate Man City because now they have as many league titles as relegations to the Championship. So congrats to that.
Oh wow!
This man is hurt.
Let me get to those. I'll come to you, Ken, as well. So shout out to 40 U sales. The best chance for the Prem was that night when the
Ban that guy.
That's over the mouth, man.
That's wild.
He should have finished the job, man.
No, that's
HH's glasses came off.
That's 116. That's
okay. Caught Pep lacking on his bike. Pep thought he was getting okay, and yes, he did think he was getting rolled. Right, that's crazy, bro. Wait, hold on. Hamza C. Pep and City had Liverpool fans and Arsenal fans arguing over who the best.
Yeah, that was a bit.
I mean, that's the competition nowadays. The competition is.
Well, to be fair, though, we have a Premier League and Arsenal.
True, but see, right? You see now, APL. This is what I don't want them to do. Don't now bigging up who comes second or top 4.
It's what we have to do.
No. Top 4 is not a trophy. Finishing second to City is not a trophy or something to be proud of. This is still a competition. So what they're going to try and do is like, oh my gosh, the battle for top 4, it's so intense. No, don't you dare do that. Top 4 is not a freaking trophy, bro.
I don't know if you guys saw this. Do you know when I saw Pep might be an evil man, and big up to Mourinho for doing what he did to Pep in La Liga, because Pep is evil, HH. Did you see the interview, Klopp's interview yesterday? Man said, I almost had a stroke. Man said, I hated Maddison for a year. He says he hated Maddison because Maddison did not press in the thing. He said, Klopp said he used to sit at home with his family and coaching teams that are playing City.
Patrick, I have a quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did Pep cry after the end of the game?
No, he didn't. He just smiled this time. He drank wine. He just drank a bottle.
He smiled.
Is he going to sign a contract? Because his contract expires in 2020.
When is he leaving? Patrick, when is he leaving?
He said on Sky that I'm still here next year because I have a contract, but we're going to discuss the rest of the stuff after the season is over.
No, being serious, he's going to wait until the charges clear or don't clear. That's why.
Wait, hold on. Look at the door. Hold on. Wait, for two sales, I remember when there were memes, a Royal Rumble to symbolize the Premier League race. The clowns had Everton in the ring. Maybe it's time for the Super League. Oh, that was crazy, bro. Once again, Premier League created this monster when they made it possible for all daddies to comment, which is why I was making the point. Don't want that. Be like Germany. Can't say the most popular or best, then cry. You see, no, Premier League can never be like Germany because do you know what it is? If you want to be the biggest brand, it's about money and spending as much money as you want. So 50+1 cannot work in terms of a brand.
I remember specifically
the brand just like 10 in a row as well. It was the same league before as well in Germany.
Bob, comment that's banned though. Also, Kenny, your mic is crazy. Wait, hold on. Let me. So, David C. Arsenal fans were the fireworks at the hotel. Bro, the players were not even there.
They bottled that.
That was before the age of the internet at Patrick.
He's talking about when teams were doing well.
Yeah. Canadian fries. So Pep raised Arteta to become a coach just to bully him. By the way, Goulet has more goals than the guy who was the best player in the World Cup in 2018 and was man of the match against Brazil, where De Bruyne let him go and everything. Okay,
Can I ask a question about that other thing? Do you think Pep throughout this season was calling Arteta saying, keep going, man, keep going, you're doing well?
Yes, he was. Yes, he did. Because that's what he does. Title contenders been trophyless for 5 years.
Look, this is the thing, though, and no offense to Money Mason Arsenal fans. You guys got to win something. Please. With all the new players and the money you spent, you got to win something.
But Mike, Arteta said that look at their record. And I think they said they've only lost one game in 2024.
Do you think Liverpool fans, when we said, oh, look at how many points we got? No, everybody just clowned us because you said you lost. Win the damn thing. That's all that matters.
Wait, hold up. They won an FA Cup. They won an FA Cup, though.
Blanco was not doing this.
You know what's funny? They won that FA Cup with Emery players. It's not Arteta players. That was with Arteta.
Aubameyang.
And the guy that he kicked out of the club scored the winning goal.
This is their trophy for 5 years, so I'm sure they've won at least one trophy.
No, they've won the English Super Cup in that year.
Wait, hold on. Let me bring it. So shout out to your boy QC8. From best league in the world to it's not fun anymore. So have you seen that Michael Goldbridge video that I think he did like weeks ago, where he talked about how like it's not fun anymore, that City have just made the league not fun anymore, and I'm like, I'm sorry guys, this is why it's scary, because that is why I'm so happy that I'm like a UCL merchant. I'm like a Euro merchant because
you're a Prem merchant.
No.
Come on, HH.
No. You see, because you know the bit about the UCL is that only one team has defended their title once, and the thing about the UCL is that we are looking at everybody is top tier, so the degree of difficulty is hard. Hence why I was clowning Pep for never winning the UCL. The issue with the Premier League is we are hoping for West Ham.
You're a liar, bro. HH, you're a liar.
HH, you're my guy. You're a Prem merchant, bro. If you're going to the football terrace, you're a Prem merchant.
I know. Let me tell this community and everybody on this panel. If I repeat, Pochettino starts winning again, well, how he's won 5 in a row and goes top of the table. This brother, just watch it.
But Patrick, we know that will never happen, bro. No, we know that. No, but see,
we want better. They don't have to be top of the table. They only have to be like 5th or 4th and win top 4 in a row.
They just need to win 3 games in a row.
Wait, hold on. Shout out to PlayStation. So this is why no one rates Arsenal. They still held their own celebrations after with Arteta giving a speech in a season and why they should be proud. Money Mason, is this true?
He gave a speech. He gave a speech. We did not celebrate. This is what I mean. People just
okay. Money Mason, what did he say in his speech? What was said in his speech?
He said, "Thank you for the support of the season. It's been difficult the way it ended, but we go again next season." What do you expect him to say?
We go again.
Wait, hold on. So so guys, we've got a letter from the video. So half up from the future. Pep does 10 in a row, starts another Spain Inquisition.
Catalan, not Spanish.
Wait. Oh, okay, just quick question. How long do you think Pep stays here for? Do you think Pep actually stays here for to try and do 10 in a row?
Two more years.
No, but
you know what's worse? They're buying Bruno Guimaraes. They want Bruno Guimaraes now in midfield. It's just gonna get worse.
Arsenal.
City, even the.
No, this is craziness at this point.
Farming. This is farming.
No. The thing is that it's farming.
No, but the thing is that honestly, Pep would do that in any other league if he stayed as long as he stayed at Man City. The guy is just when he comes.
Okay. So look. But do you think he does 4 in a row in La Liga, coaching either Real or Barca? But let's just say he coached either Real Madrid or Barca. Do you see him do 5 in a row? Sorry, 4 in a row.
No, but the thing is that he has to have the structure as well, because Man City is not only Man City are a great one club and they are the best manager. So for example, at Barcelona right now, he couldn't do that because Barcelona are struggling.
Well, let's be real. If Pep takes charge of this Madrid side against the club Barca side, he's doing 15 in a row.
No. Yes.
You're talking about farmers. If Pep goes to Madrid with an Mbappe and free reign, it could be 2 decades.
No, it could be 20 years. Okay. So Money Mace, how are you feeling? Money Mace, man?
I don't feel any different than I did yesterday because I knew these. I told you, even if we paid these lot 100 million, they'd still lose the match. They're not good enough to do anything against Man City. Obviously, they've got like one or two decent players, like you saw in the Kudus goal. That was a quality finish.
Amazing goal, yeah.
Because he is a quality player.
And the handball goal. Don't forget the handball goal.
Yeah, but it didn't stand, so it doesn't matter. So what's it called? HH, I told you this. When City were first starting out in 2012, we all cheered for them because they were stopping Fergie. No one liked Man United. No one liked them at the time. So when City won in 2012, Aguero, trust me, I ran around my house too because it was City's first league title in like 60 years.
And then stops Fergie because everyone hates United. Yeah.
And Rooney was in like shock at Sunderland. And then Gerrard slipped in 2014. I celebrated again because I hate Liverpool. And then
big up to Chelsea. Big up to Chelsea. What's your man again who scored? What's your man who scored for the Chelsea?
Dembaba.
So this is what I mean. 2012 we cheered for them. 2014 we cheered for them. 2017 Man United came second. We cheered for them. Then Liverpool started getting involved. 18-19, and then the cheers started going away because they're winning too much. I'm sorry. Let's be real. We ignored these lot too much to a point where they're dunking on all of us now. That's the fact. They're dunking on all of us. We're always saying, City don't have many trophies, so we'll let them win. They don't have fans. Exactly. They don't have fans. We'll let them win the league. We don't really care. City fans aren't annoying. It's getting to a scale now where the winning is starting to impact history of football clubs. They have double-digit league titles now. If this was Italy, they'd have a star. Man City.
Wait, have we gone over Chelsea?
You've got 10.
Money
Wait, Pep is over.
Money continue.
Pep is over Chelsea.
Can you keep talking? Keep talking.
Wait, hold on. I'm getting only 4 teams in England have double digits. Man City 10, Arsenal 13, Liverpool 19, Man United 20. City have.
What about Chelsea? How many does Chelsea have?
They haven't about the same.
No, this is my point. You've been cheering for City so much. City. Yeah, I don't want Liverpool to win the league. I don't want Arsenal to win the league. Their fans are annoying. They've been winning the league so much. They've overtaken you. They're on 10. You're on 6 first division titles in total.
Wait, they're on 6? They're on what? Say that again.
6. Pep
it's the same as Sunderland.
First division.
Where are Chelsea involved in this?
Wait, how many relegations do Chelsea have?
I don't know. No,
they have 6.
It's the same amount as league titles.
So the same as City. Wow.
No, but what I'm saying is that, guys, they're winning to a scale where this is impacting everyone's history. They've overtaken Chelsea in trophies. They're 3 league titles behind Arsenal and have a UCL on us. They're halfway to
we're 3
No. But also because sorry, because I just only a point though.
Arsenal.
Here's the thing, this is why if I'm Pep. Why I don't want to leave anytime soon, because you know what the issue is. We have to just deal with the fact is that the Premier League is the most popular league in the world. That's just a fact. So whatever you do in La Liga, Bundesliga, Serie, it's going to have the same reverberations around the world as doing it in the Premier League. So Pep knows that everything I do here, it's going to leave an indelible mark, unlike anything I do in any other league. So, and also let's be real, Barca. What did we all say? You've got Messi, you've got Iniesta, you've got Xavi, and the core of that team won 3 international trophies in a row. Bayern, what did we say? Your Heinkes already did a treble before you were there, and Bayern have like twice as many league titles as the second team. So shout out to Nuremberg. Now, Premier League, all the eyeballs are on this league right now. So, and also City, what was City really before me? Yeah, they won league titles, but City didn't have the kind of history that Barca and Bayern had before Pep got there. So Pep knows that I am defining this club unlike Barca, because no matter what Pep did at Barca, that is still Cruyff's team. That is still what was Cruyff created. Whatever he did at Bayern, Jupp Heynckes is still that dude. Otmar Hitzfeld is still that dude. Beckenbauer is still that dude. But with City, shout out to Pellegrini giving you a first dub. A statue is being built of me. and a stand has been built of me when I'm
he
done
keeps talking
here.
about Fergie. HH, he keeps talking about Fergie in press conferences. So I think he has.
No, because he wants to make Fergie a relic. Because see, my thing is that one thing Pep can't beat Fergie on is building a team from scratch. He can never beat Fergie there. So the only thing left who he can beat Fergie on is longevity. He's destroyed Fergie in every arena. Every other arena he beats Fergie. The only thing he can only beat Fergie on is can you stay here for another 10 years, 15 years? How many titles can you win?
But HH, this is getting scary because I talked about the history. I'm being honest. While Pep is in this country, and everyone listen to me, no record is safe. No amount of history is safe. These guys could overtake all of us for as long as Pep is here. HH, you talk about 15 goals conceded. If Pep prioritized 15 goals not being conceded,
he's never. He's never. Money Mace, he's never.
This is football heritage.
Never. That record will always stand.
HH, if they prioritize that, they'd break it. If City
okay. I guarantee they're never breaking that. That record has never been broken. Never.
What he won't do is he won't go invincible. At least in the Premier League, I don't think he's ever going to go invincible. I don't think.
Blancos. Okay. Put it this way: there's more chance of Pep going invincible than that defensive record, based on just Pep's philosophy.
I don't know. Guardiola, the defense is better. It's been better this season, so I don't know.
Hold on. Money Mace.
But HH, here's the thing. If at a certain point Pep just says to himself, damn, we went out the UCL really early. Like, say, for example, they go out round of 16 or something. We went out the UCL early. Oh, it's February and we've not lost a game. Fuck it.
I'm sorry to cut this, but Foden's son is trying to open a wine bottle.
Patrick, we don't care about his Damas celebrations, bro. Patrick, we don't care about your celebrations.
Patrick, that's just ghetto. The kid is trying to.
Can I just briefly say, guys? So
very briefly, Eric was saying.
Because I remember you mentioned something about Nicky Butt and
Kanchelskis, Poborski, those yeah.
Yeah. So just remind you, Pep has won the title with Otamendi in defense and Fabian Delph.
Eric, So Eric, this is where I'm going to use my age on you guys because Eric, I know what Poborski was. I know what Nicky Butt was. I know what the Neville brothers was. Those guys were mid to trash.
There's also one word you're missing.
I mentioned two names. Fabian Delph.
And I'm saying right now that Fabian Delph was better than both Nevilles and Nicky Butt.
Well, what about Zinchenko? So Zinchenko has left back and still won the Premier League.
Zinchenko is still better than both.
The Nevilles, Nicky Butt, Poborski, Kanchelskis. Those are scrubs. I'm sorry. Eric, this is what we're not going to do. Eric, we can give Pep all the credit. What we're not going to do here is say that Pep won with scrubs.
No.
Come on.
No, we're never doing that.
He's not a better fullback than Gary Neville. Let's not lie. He's not a better.
I mean, you say Otamendi is a World Cup winner, but what about Romero? Is Romero a good defender?
Eric, is Otamendi better than Phil Jones? Yes or no?
Relax.
No. Phil Jones is a.
There's another name you're missing. Los Blancos, another name you're missing.
Just quickly.
Aberdeen. That ends the conversation. Aberdeen ends the conversation.
Okay, Money Mace.
Like Eric, although I do believe Pep is a much better manager than Fergie, like obviously everyone tries to confine it into Premier League to give Fergie a chance. Once you open it and go overall manager, Pep dusts.
I know.
He made him have Parkinson in the UCL final. So obviously, Pep
against the good team.
Yeah,
you know the teams in the context, but anyway.
Okay, so actually, okay.
Wait, can I quickly say something?
No, in terms of Gideon, is there. I remember Fergie used to sub on Raphael and then take him off and then sub on the other Raphael brother because they were both shit. Like, this is the level of how bad these guys were. So, like, Fergie did it with scrubs. I'm sorry, what one person cannot say.
Let's
Pep
not
didn't do it with scrubs. Pep did not do it with scrubs. Pep did not do it with scrubs.
Aberdeen. Why is anybody Aberdeen?
No. Well, keep it just EPL. Keep it EPL. But actually, look, I'm gonna comment, but I want to just jump right because I want to get Rank and Michael's thoughts on this. So, so Mike, you want to say something? Go for it.
No, because Money Mace is sort of distracting from his pain. He's distracted from his pain. He's talking about, we should all be worried about Pep. Money Mace, your club should be doing something. 2 years in a row, second place. 2 years. You cannot.
Where you should have won.
Where you should have last season. Last season they should have won. Last season when they were 93% of the season ahead, and you don't win the league, that's absurd. Do something and win. This season, look, okay, you lose that one game. I understand to Aston Villa. You cannot drop any points in this league against Pep. And Money Mace, you got to look at your club and say, hey, we have to do better. If we get 89 points, get 95 points.
But very quickly, that's my point. Now, someone needs to remind me, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe Blancos, you can help me, or maybe like Jesus, you can help me. In those 3 in a row, was it ever a situation, were United's competitors ever in the situation that Arsenal were in the last 2 seasons? Or were United pretty much front runners from
No.
Match?
No, they weren't, because the closest one was that pre-invincible team with Bergkamp and Sol Campbell where we beat Arsenal in that semi-final. Who would argue was actually, and unpopular opinion, I actually think that team was better than the Invincibles. The one that had Bert.
Was that 98 to 99?
Yeah, the 98 double team for Arsenal is better than the Invincibles in Arsenal.
So obviously beat them in the FA Cup, obviously the gigs celebration, something like that in the FA Cup, and we would.
And then you found that this is where you beat Spurs and they beat Villa final of the season.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we weren't. I don't think United were that far ahead in the treble season. To be honest, it was.
No, because the points I'm making though is that it's not as if City were far ahead in this and last season. Last season, Arsenal were top for 90% of the season. Yeah. In this season, week 32, 33, Arsenal had it in their hands.
The closest example is, Newcastle man, Keegan. That's a simple.
But that was mid-90s. But that was in the 90s. I'm talking about during your 3 in a row. So your 2 sections of 3 in a row. Was there ever an Arsenal situation as we had now, where Arsenal, you should have won? I'm not sure. I don't think so. Okay. I want to jump right. So I want to come first to Mike and Rank with this, and then I'll come back to AK.
I've got bad news for you. Pep just said we're looking for more. He said we have 6, but we're looking for more. So
6 for.
Let's play the City club.
That's what he says. He says we're looking for more, and we're more hungry, and these boys are hungry.
Wait. What? Wait, no. More hungry?
Angry.
Yeah, he says they're hungry. He says he can.
They want the whole elephant now.
He's taking the piss out of Trent. No way.
You see, it's so ironic to me that if Arsenal did this season what they did, if Arsenal last season did what they've done this season, they would have won by a point on goal difference. They would have won by 1 goal on goal difference.
Yeah.
So they literally got the same points.
Okay, wait, hold on. I want to jump around. Then I'll come to you guys. So I want to talk about Klopp. Because I want to get, before Rank and Mike needs to go, because I know Mike needs to go. So here's the thing. It's a funny one here. Because what I want to find out is, how will Klopp be remembered? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, 97 points wins the league in every season, apart from the 198 points. So since 1992, there are only 2 seasons where 97 points does not win the league, which is crazy. And when you just look at the 99 points, when you look at them just losing by a point, and when you just look at what they were able to do. When the dust settles, this is Liverpool fans, of course, he's like a god to Liverpool fans. Footballing-wise, but mainly Premier League-wise, how will Klopp be remembered? Will he be remembered as, wow, what he did was truly amazing? Or he is tied to Pep Guardiola and will always be that bridesmaid? So, okay, in my view, and I'll go to Mike then to Rank, is that as of now, Klopp is going to be respected. A year from now, 2 years from now, he will be. 10 years from now, 15 years, the more time passes, the more Klopp's legacy at the Premier League is going to fade, and the more people will now Pep's legacy will increase. If Pep now does 5 in a row, 6 in a row, everything Klopp achieved and what he did with this team is going to fade away because of what Pep has done. Because when you look back, all Wikipedia will say is, oh, God, a guy did 100 points? A guy did 98 points? Like, how many times do we look at Wikipedia and say, oh, how many points did the second place get? When we look at Wikipedia, we're like, oh, first, how much did they get? We always look at first, the winners. So the winners are what is glued to us. We never look at what it did. And the thing about Wikipedia and looking in the past, it's without context. We just look at the raw data. And when you just look at the raw data, all it will say is, oh, you won that league with 99 points. But the other times you came second and you just were not as good as City. So, Mike, how do you think Klopp's legacy will be remembered? And do you think Pep's success harms Klopp's legacy? Wait, no, Mike. Don't go to Mike.
Before you go, Mike, let me just say one thing before you go to Mike. So as Mike is about to answer this, I also want you to ask the whole panel, what about Leicester City's legacy? Because it's the same legacy as Klopp, 1 trophy each. I'm just saying before we go. 1 trophy.
Mike, you don't need to respond to that, Mike. Keep going.
I'm not. Because I know Patrick. Patrick is perfectly accustomed to Twitter trolling. I know this guy. I follow him on Twitter. This guy's beefing with all sorts of fans. He's saying Van Dijk is overrated. Patrick is a Twitter guy. Shout out to Patrick. I mean, look. For Liverpool fans, it will be totally different to what, you neutrals will say about Klopp. You'll just say, oh, this guy couldn't win enough. He didn't. He's just basically Pep's bridesmaid. And you know what? That is facts. He did finish second twice against Pep. But what I have seen under Klopp is we have transformed from a team that were a bunch of bums. In our starting lineup in his first game, we had Milner at left wing, Nathaniel Klein at right back, Alberto Moreno at left back, and Emre Can in the DM role, and Adam Lallana at right wing. And people expect him to do wonders and somehow win the Premier League with that. Like, that's not feasible. So it's going to take a couple of years to at least build upon it, and then get to challenging for the league titles. And it took a while, and eventually we were able to go toe-to-toe with arguably the greatest team in English Premier League history. So at least he brought 1 title. If he didn't bring any Premier League title in 9 years, then we would have probably a very different conversation on, okay, you had all of this talk about we're going to be from doubters to believers, but you never brought the Premier League title. At least he brought 1. Yes, he should have won more, but I will forever remember Klopp because he brought so many memories. He's at least beaten Pep at Anfield. He's beaten Chelsea. He's dunked on Man United.
But Mike, but beyond you though, as a Liverpool fan, like footballing wise, 10 years from now, what do you think his legacy will be like 10 years from now?
Speak on it.
In the Premier League.
So they'll probably just look upon it and say, okay, you at least stop Pep from getting 7 in a row. I think that's what they're going to say. You just stop Pep from doing 7 in a row. Honestly, what else can you? Huh?
Bro, shut up. Your club
Patrick, come on. Patrick,
shut up. Waka, I sold her.
Wait. Leicester, come on. Let's respect Leicester.
No.
Let's respect.
Okay, so was Pep the manager when Leicester won the league?
All I'm saying is, if we sit down,
he wasn't.
No. But Patrick, here's the thing that again we have to use context. What Leicester City thing was amazing. What did they do? What did they do the previous season? What did they do the next season? The thing with Liverpool is that they won that league with 99 points, and look at how well they did the previous season. So you can't compare the both. All Leicester City is like, wow, that's an amazing achievement based on where they were. But Liverpool, based on just the points accumulations over several seasons, is far greater than Leicester.
You just told me that the Premier League mustn't glorify number 2, and you're here trying to glorify number 2.
Oh no! We're comparing both of them. If you're making a comparison between Leicester and Liverpool, let's make a comparison. They both have they both have league titles. How many points did Leicester get? How many points did Liverpool get when they won the title? And how many points did Leicester get in the previous season and all the other seasons as opposed to Liverpool? So, however way you want to cut it, raw data, objective data, Liverpool did far better than Leicester since they did. If we're using raw data,
I can also make a case for Leicester City. This manager,
Patrick, you've talked enough.
Patrick, no, Patrick. Look, now you're just hating. Now you're just hating. Okay, Mike, now you're hating.
Just go back to Twitter and go troll there, buddy. This is real football talk.
I'm enjoying this, man.
I know, Patrick. I know you are. But
you see, this is what has happened. You see, money makes I blame you, but continue.
You know what, HH? Guess what? In 5 years, he won't be here. neither will Abdallah, neither will Don Smoke, and neither will Vader. Once these guys turn into 5th place and 6th place merchants, they won't be here. Look at Los Blancos. Look at YSK. They're at least here still, and their team is in 8th place. Same with 8K. 8K still here.
Yeah, we're here, man. We're here, man.
There's YSK right there. Keep it PG. Look. But
wait, hold on, Mike.
I mean, shout out Patrick. Klopp, should he have won more? 100%, he should have. But what are we going to say, HH? Jose only won 1 league title against Pep. You're GOAT, HH, you're GOAT. And what did it take?
Who was the best defensive record? What's the best defensive record in Premier League history?
What did it take Jose to win that league against?
Defensive record.
What's it? Wait, Michael, sorry, what's it?
What did it take Jose to win that league against Pep in the La Liga?
Oh my! Okay, he had to break a points record. No, a goals record, points record.
He got 121 goals and 100 points. That's the sort of stuff you got to do against Pep. Like HH, this is incredible what you have to do against Pep. And I think Klopp, people will say unlucky, bum, flop, and this sort of stuff. But obviously for Liverpool fans, it will be a totally different context. I mean, he did win a Champions League before Pep and Man City. I'm just going to add that context. He did win it before. So in the Premier League, in 10 years' time, I'm sure people will say, like, okay, you should have won more, but at least you stopped Pep doing 7 in a row. And he brought some great football. And you know who's the happiest man right now, HH, that he's gone? Pep Guardiola. He's the happiest man.
Oh,
HH,
yeah,
we saw those Amazon documentaries. We saw it. The guy was just, he saw Sadio Mane, he saw Firmino, he said Salah, he said, what the hell am I supposed to do against these guys? So he's going to be happy he's gone, but thank you, Jurgen. But now, HH, we have a bald Dutch manager. I hope this is.
Shout out to Amber Rose. He can cook. Let Amber Rose cook.
And his name is.
Let Amber Rose cook. Let Amber Rose cook.
HH, as much as I have watched Feyenoord, I'm worried because I've seen a lot of Dutch players and a lot of Dutch managers come to the Premier League, and they fail. And I just hope
sluts have the use, man.
I knew these nicknames were going to come. I'm not really thrilled about the hiring, but the only manager where I could say, like, yes, we got a great manager is actually Simeone. If we got Diego Simeone, I would have been like, hey, cool. This guy will be the dark arts magic for Liverpool to go up against Pep and Arteta. But instead, we got Arne Slot. I just hope it's going to turn well.
Wait, okay, so rank Klopp's legacy. What do you think Klopp's legacy will be if you look back at it?
Well, like you said, it's going to be completely different for all the neutral fans and the Liverpool fans because obviously I'm not from England. I decided to support Liverpool back in 2012 when Man City was born around that time. And back in that day, it was common for Liverpool.
You see these shots.
Let rank land. Perfect story. Let rank land rank.
You're not looking at the entire history. I don't know. You don't tend to go back like 50 or 70 years back because your club didn't exist. But there is history as well. There's not only 1 league title. Okay, shut up. So back in that day, it was common for Liverpool to be in the Europa League. We finished 6th, another season 8th. You know, sometimes we made top 4 with a crap team and we bailed out in the round of 16 of the Champions League or something. And what I thank Klopp for is that he made Liverpool again. Because, you know, these histories of Istanbul, the team in the 80s, those sounded like fairy tales for me when I started supporting Liverpool. And it became a reality again under Klopp. And that's something that I gotta thank him for because the team played wonderful football throughout his entire tenure. We broke or were close to breaking so many records because the problem is that the only reason why Klopp didn't win more was because it was something outside of his control. There was another manager who was just unstoppable, who was, like we were saying, the best manager, but the best league manager of all time, with the best Premier League team in history. And that's the only thing that stopped him, because else we would be talking about Klopp being probably the GOAT of the Premier League. But we're never going to have that conversation because there was another person who was clearly and beyond above him. For Liverpool fans, he's going to be one of the Liverpool legends for sure. Just for bringing that essence back, that winning mentality back to Liverpool. But for everyone else, yeah, they are going to look at Wikipedia and, oh, yeah, he stopped Man City from doing 7 in a row or 8 or 9 or 10, depending on how many more they go on to win. And Yeah, they are just gonna remember him as his bridesmaid, sadly, because
they're not. So you don't think that he'll be remembered fondly then?
But for neutrals, no. For Liverpool fans, he's always gonna be one of the best managers we've ever had. But for neutrals, he's just gonna be that one guy who was competing with Pep, because, like you said, in 15 years' time, people are going to look at Wikipedia the way we are looking at the 80s in Wikipedia, and they are not going to look at the history, look at the games, and it's going to be different. So yeah, sadly, for neutrals, he's not going to be remembered the same way.
Elijah, are you there?
Yo.
Yeah, so Elijah, so the question is, seeing that Klopp is now gone, how do you think Klopp is now going to be remembered, his legacy? Do you think Pep's success is going to overshadow Klopp's legacy and what Klopp did at Liverpool?
As Mike would tell me, do you want the truth, or do you want
truth? Nostalgia? The truth. Give us the truth.
I'll tell you the truth. When we leave, when everything dissipates in July, the early August, the questions will come up in terms of who is the next manager going to bring in. In terms of
wait, Elijah, speak up a bit because you're quite low. I think you need to speak up a bit. Yeah. Yeah, go. Yeah.
So in terms of the new manager, it's a matter of who is he going to bring in, right? So that is. Oh yeah, no, sorry, that was Jurgen on coming this way. But what I'm basically saying.
Hey, show us Jurgen. Can you see Jurgen? Show us Jurgen.
Get an interview quickly, guys.
Get an interview. Elijah, get an interview. Show us Jurgen.
Oh, let's see if I can find the Jurgen. Oh, let's see if I can. I can't even turn it around. I can't flip my camera.
Just flip. Physically flip your phone around. Physically flip it around.
Okay, all right.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. We can hardly see anything.
No. Yeah, because he's kind of like towards the Anfield Road end. But what I'm basically saying is the questions will come up for sure in terms of who is he bringing in as players. Now,
but my thing is that what will Klopp's legacy be in 10 years' time? Will we respect what Klopp did for Liverpool in 10 years' time, or do you think Pep's success will overshadow it?
Here's the issue. In 10 years' time, it's a completely different generation. That's the problem. In 10 years' time, it's going to be a completely different generation. This current generation, I think, disappears in about the next 5 or 6. So basically, they'll give him the credit for being the only guy that actually gave Pep trouble. Honestly, I'm not discrediting what Arteta has done with Arsenal, but when you look at it pound for pound, Klopp has given Pep more issues in more than one competition, i.e. beating him in the Champions League at his crib, i.e. beating him in the league, beating him in the cup. So it's very complex. For me, I think it's a good 9 out of 10. If we had won another league, especially 21-22, never mind trying to beat Madrid and Paris, but the fact that you win another league title and Pep is now sitting, instead of 6 and 7, he's sitting on 5 and 7, it's a better outlook. Shout out to Pep, shout out to City, 4 in a row. I don't know if you guys are really ready to have this Ferguson.
Oh, no, we're having it. No, that's why Wise and Los Blancos are here. We're have them. Well, that's why they're here.
Good. Because I might go off and go back to my hotel, but it needs to be talked about, because if you're winning 4 titles in a row, put the charges aside. We'll deal with that later. But the here and now is Man City has won 4 league titles in a row, and that puts the following legacies in danger. This United teams that have won 3 titles in a row look kind of odd, because the 4th time they weren't as great. The Liverpool teams of the 80s that won 3 in a row as well, more than once, look pretty shaky because they couldn't do it the 4th time. So it's like, at this point, they've distanced themselves as the greatest 4-year run or greatest team run in English football history. I'm sorry, but that's the truth.
Okay, so let's go. So Elijah, head back to the hotel, man, and then remember, send more visit in the Discord group. Send more stuff in the Discord group, man. All right, we'll see you soon. All right, let me hear this. So shout out to someone. So They need to rename the league La Primera Liga, the way Pep is dominating. No. Just call it the Pep League. I call it the Pep League, man. Bebe, rest in peace, club football. Bring the Super League. #115. Not for the Serie. And also, Carlo has never done back-to-back. So are we sure Real Madrid will win the league next season? So I think not every league is like this. So Serie they've been like 4 different winners in the past 4 years. So, Canadian fries, remember for 7 months. Paul has, yeah, guys, like that video, guys. So actually, speaking on the poll, guys, shout out to guys who voted on the poll. Is EPL now a farmers league? So 9% say it's hard to say. 43% says yes, Bombers Fish and Chips League. 48% says no, stop, Pep is too good. All right.
Well, these Prem fans still holding on, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Falcon Ranger, LL Fish and Chips League is the de facto farmers league. Bundesliga bombs like Glasner and Mieta are bowling in this washed league. Shout out to your boy Glasner. Shout out to them, man. Talent FC doing a hangouts for the farmers league while La Liga is on. Premier League is massive. Jose and CR7 legacy pissed on by Pep and Messi. Jose last league Pep was a bummy. Now let me drop a brick for this guy. Let me drop a brick. FC, you effing moron. You realize that Real have already won the league. You realize that. So the league was still at stake for this day. It doesn't matter what Real did. Real won the league last week already. So La Liga is already done. Stupid idiots. Just 3. They said he couldn't replicate it in England. 12 out of 15 titles. Look, bad move, man. Bad move. Oh, who is this? I was going to say, Eric, go back to the reception. Big guys is calling. So Eric, do you still work for heaven?
He's on
Eric.
hold. He's on hold.
Okay, he's on hold.
It's confidential information.
He's on hold. UEFA Europa League. Congratulations, Chelsea, for making Europa League.
Bring champagne. Bring something to drink.
Still.
Need to celebrate.
For now.
Your barack.
Congrats for now.
Wait, can we say something about that? People who are making fun of Chelsea. Let's speak about United. The fact that this Chelsea team has scored all the way from the dark and found you and gone over you. United fans, you can't talk. United fans, you can't talk.
YSK, excuse me. YSK, don't. That's sad, man. Jose Legacy clown. Pep don't care about him. Portuguese flag. Do you not think that time says like? I think he just puts random words in there because it's like Talent FC. Was there a screwdriver through your brain when you were in grammar class in school or something? Because bro, your grammar is horrendous, bro.
Jeez.
Like, guys, what's this like? Jose Legacy, clown emoji, Pep don't care about him, Portuguese flag, Big Sam, #.
Bro, this guy's speaking in Morse code, man.
No, man.
No, bro. The next thing you're just like dot. That's the next thing you'll say, man. It's a cloud, man. Mr. Jobman 49. The 2010s Madrid teams would lose the league by 1 or 2 points, but nobody remembers that. It's about Gid at the end of the day, and Klopp is a bridesmaid. Oh, no, 100%. Like, those times that Barca won, it was like 1 or 2 points. It was close. No one cares. All that matters is that Barca won 3 in a row. Or now City have now won 4 in a row. Or United won 3 in a row. No one cares about the bridesmaids. Like, we care about the bridesmaids maybe for now. In 5, 6, 7, 8 years' time. You see, a 19-year-old in 10 years' time is going to be like, man, Liverpool got 97 points. That's pretty good. They'll be like, oh, City got 98 points. They're amazing. And that's just a harsh reality. Shout out to RSV, man. Thank you for the dog, man. Points tally is very disingenuous. You have to take everything into context, like defending in that era. The game being very physical back then and the game being more technical, fast-paced now. So what point are you making? Is this a point against City or for City? I don't know whether you're making a point for against City. And my thing, though, is comparing eras, there's no point. Each era has its advantages and disadvantages. Back then, okay, maybe it was much more physical. Right now, more money can be spent. So more people have more teams have more access to money than they had back in 10, 15 years ago. So, Jay Jokin, is Wenger pretty much a relic now? Not until City go invincible. That's all that Wenger has. Now, If Pep goes invincible, then Wenger is an irrelevant bomb that no one cares about. But that's all he has.
He's got the FA Cups.
Well. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me come to your boy AK, then Kenny, then Jason. So AK, talk to me. So we're back on Pep. So reactions to 4 in a row, and how bad is this for the EPL?
I don't know. Can you say it's bad for the EPL? Because, well, let's be real. The EPL is only relevant in Europe because of Pep. Like, what is Arsenal gonna do in Europe, man? Let's be. What is Manchester United gonna do in Europe? Get dunked out by Copenhagen? What is Aston Villa gonna do in Europe?
League 2017.
I mean, bro, as much as we're saying, Pep is ruining the EPL, bro, the guy's keeping the Premier League teams relevant in Europe. Let's be real, he's keeping them relevant in Europe. So, shout out to him. Big win today for the Manchester City. Thankfully, Pep didn't cry and burst into tears and talk about, oh, David Moyes, what a manager, he's so good, he plays such good football. I mean, thank God he didn't do that. He actually acted like a normal person, so shout out to him.
Is this normal behavior from a manager? Sure.
Look. Oh no, he loves it. I mean, because AK, my thing though is that I just don't know when Pep wants to leave.
Why would he leave, man? Why would he leave? He has the most eyes watching this league. He's dominating it. Manchester City is basically run around Pep Guardiola. All the players attribute their success to him, and
basically, the kind of control he has over City's legacy is unlike anything. Because I think, remember, he left Barca because of his issues with the president.
Yeah.
With Bayern, you'll never define Bayern's history the way that like Beckenbauer did or your Pankers did. So for City, you are literally creating, you are defining this club's legacy and entire history.
Exactly. So I think ultimately for Pep, it's like there's no need for. He can stay here for another 10 years, man. He can stay here for another 10 years. His team's gonna get him the players. He knows how to integrate them. He'll coach. Well, this guy is gonna adapt to anything that comes. We've already seen this adaptability to different styles of play. He's gonna do it again. Do we really trust our TDs to do anything? No, we don't. And this new guy at Liverpool, I mean, the slot machine. Shout out to him, but I'm sorry, I don't trust you. And I'm sorry, I don't care if Chelsea signs Esteban, Willian, and Kendry Paez and all these guys. That they'll do well 10 years later. Pep might be.
So are you saying 5 in a row then?
I'm saying 10 in a row, man. That's how bad. I see Pep winning the next 5 league titles.
So basically, so far, as long as Pep stays here, he wins the title every year.
Exactly. And I want this to happen. I want this to happen so badly.
Why do you want this to happen?
No, so that bums like you will stop disrespecting other leagues. The bums like you will stop saying the Premier League. Oh my God, the Premier League's the best. Look at the story around.
Wait, AK. When have I said the Premier League is the best league? When have I ever said that?
I'm talking about Premier League fans, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Premier League fans, oh my God, the Premier League's the best. Oh my God, this is like the best league ever. I hope Pep absolutely dominates and colonizes leagues. I want memories of the British Empire to harken back.
We don't. We don't want that. I don't think we want that. Yeah, I don't think we want that. So, I think we're going a bit too far there. But okay, see, the point there is that, so shout out to my fellow Caucasian brother, Terry Flores. Can Terry come out and say that the Premier League is still the best league in the world? It should always be the most watched. It should always be the most popular. British Empire attacks. But can you now say that this is the best league in the world? Because when you say the best league in the world, what does that mean? In my view, best league is it's hard to win. It's competitive. You never know who's going to win, and it's very hard to win. If someone has won a league 4 times in a row, it's hard, but how hard is it really? If you're winning something 4 times in a row.
Can I push back? No. Can I push back? Can I respond to that?
Okay, Eric, push back.
Okay, just very quickly. What City are doing now is new, right? They've won 4 in a row. That's a record.
Yes.
Never happened before in English football.
Never. And I never will again.
Look at the other leagues. Every other leagues, every one of the other leagues has a team that has done at least 5.
Eric, Eric, I've got an amazing response for you. Do those other leagues have the same spending power that the EPL has?
At
Eric,
the moment,
Eric,
no.
Speak up. I can't hear you.
No, hold on. So they don't. But what's your point? Why do you ask that?
No. My point is, those teams in those other leagues we live in a world where you've got to spend money to win.
Right.
So for a PSG, can Lyon, can Cleavage FC spend the kind of money that PSG can spend? No, they can't. Can Leipzig, can Leverkusen, can Dortmund attract the kind of players or spend the kind of money that's Bayern can? No, they can't. 50+1. But the Premier League has way more spending power than any other league. So if you have the more spending power, and if Chelsea outspent City in the last 2 previous windows, United outspent City in the last previous windows. So if you're able to spend that money and people are flocking to your league because you can offer wages that no other league can,
so
shouldn't it be more competitive then?
No, but you've just gone against your own argument. Because
Which
if it's about if money is the difference maker, then City should have City should have spent the most to reflect why they're winning it more than anyone else, right? So if you're saying that other teams having more money should make it more competitive, look at this. You just said other teams are spending more, right? So it's less about the money, and it's more about the acquisition and the management of the team. So when you bring the money into it, many teams can spend. So it doesn't really follow when you say money should make it.
No. But what I'm saying though is that you can't bring other leagues into it because it's harder for other guys to compete in other leagues because they can't spend the kind of money that Premier League clubs can spend.
Distribution is not equal like in the Prem.
Yeah. So it's not equal. So basically, those guys competing against Bayern or against Thingy, they can't spend 80 million on this amazing player because of the TV distribution or the 50+1 rule. But in the Premier League,
City, yeah. But City haven't done 10 in a row yet, have they? So they haven't quite had the domination that even Fergie had with United. So it's not quite.
Fergie never did 4 in a row. Fergie never did 4 in a row.
No, he didn't. But he won 13 in 20 years, right? So
but Eric, that's that. But the whole point is winning something. Why did we call the Bundesliga a Farmers League? Not because of just how many Bayern won. It's them winning it consecutively. Where this league, there's no point in watching the league because we know who's going to win. Now, if you win 3, then it's a break. Pep has done something that has never been done in the Premier League history.
How many consecutively though? But Bayern won like 9 in a row.
No, 11 in a row. 11 in a row.
So but City have only won 4 in a row.
But Eric, you have to now compare. That is 11 in a row in a league where there's a 50+1 rule.
Right.
This is 4 in a row in a league that can spend 5 times more than any other league. So the issue though is that you guys compete against City. FFP has nothing on you. You have free will to spend as much as you can. 100 million on Declan Rice. Chelsea, Eric, you know how much we spent on our guys. Almost 100 million on your boy Anthony. So my thing though is that teams in the Premier League, you can do stuff that other guys in other leagues cannot. So it's an indictment on the EPL that you've allowed one guy to win 4 in a row when you can spend just as much, if not more than.
But then at the same time, it's like you don't want to give Pep as much credit when you do that, because when it's more about the money and being able to compete based on that only, you take away from what Pep has done. You know, Pep gets really good players and he makes them even better. Even with all the money they spend, how good they run, what he's doing is still impressive.
What are you talking about? That argument gives Pep actually more praise. The fact that other teams are spending and you're still winning, that still gives Pep more praise.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
He does, but when you say it's a fact...
No, my only critique against Pep is what Fergie is the only thing that Fergie has over Pep, which is that Pep can't build a team and win with it. He can't build.
He hasn't been put in that position. He hasn't been put in that position.
Kenny. I'm saying that in that position he will never succeed. He can't succeed in that position.
We haven't seen the example of it, so
Kenny, I'm saying no, Kenny. I'm telling you a fact. He can't. Pep needs specific. Pep needs specific players to succeed.
KDB believes this is Pep's whole team then, because KDB is the last one from the old regime. So KDB is the last one left.
No, Patrick. What I'm saying is that when you look at what Fergie did with that class of '92, where a bunch of young kids, most of them were trash. But see, if you give Pep rubbish, he can't adapt to rubbish and win. He can't. He needs top quality specific players to succeed. Give Fergie anybody, he'll figure out something. Pep can't figure out something if you give it. He needs specific players. So that is look guys, everyone has a weakness. That is Pep's only weakness. Nobody's invincible.
But the thing is that Pep came in and he had such a good crop of players, and then afterwards the clubs he's gone to, he's not going to like lower league clubs. So when you start at Barcelona with the team he has, obviously when you're going to move to these big clubs, you're gonna have quality every time you go there, and you're gonna want to buy qualities. So for me, I don't know. I haven't seen him put in the position where he might have to tweak something or do something like that. So I can't say 100% he doesn't have the capabilities to do it. I can't be sure. Is there doubts? Yes, but I can't be sure that there's no chance that he can actually win with a team like that.
Look at Ancelotti. He went to Everton and failed. So these big managers, they need big players. Ancelotti went to Everton and he failed. So,
but I don't think Ancelotti is as good a manager as Fergie.
Yeah, but all
or Mourinho.
Is people like using this.
Bring Mourinho into this conversation. Don't bring Mourinho into this conversation.
By the way, Mourinho has just tweeted that he said Arsenal will not win shit. Now he just tweeted and put question marks and said, what a goat.
Man's on Twitter whilst the other guy's winning. Wow.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead.
Okay, let me come to Kenny. Kenny, talk to me. Pep.
On the Pep side, like, I'm not gonna lie. If you look at this City team, like for me, they have good players, but I don't see any great like individual like great players. For me, they have.
Haaland isn't a quality player. Foden isn't a quality player. Rodri isn't a quality player.
But Haaland is a great finisher, but I don't see him as a great player. For me, they have like Foden is a great individual player.
No, Kenny. Haaland is a great goal scorer.
No, it's probably the best finisher. It's probably one of.
So he's still great in that department. Yeah.
No, he's great in that department, but when I look at his team, for me, I don't like individual. If you look at the individual qualities of these players, I think that if a lot of these players, if they were not playing for Man City, we would not regard them as, we would not look at them the way we look at them because they play for City. For me, a guy like Akanji at Dortmund was an okay defender. Now he's at Man City. People are saying that he's one of the best defenders in the world or stuff like that. Or like
like Silva was in that Euro 2012 Spain team. KDB, even if I'm not the biggest fan of KDB, he's still an outstanding player.
I didn't say that they don't have many. I just said that, for example, compared to a team like Real Madrid that dominated for or that won the 3 Champions League in a row, or Real Madrid, they always have star quality players. Like you have a Vini, you have a Belling, you have those guys that individually can make more difference for me. Compared to a Man City team, I don't see that many. They have individuals, yes, but for me, it's more of a team. So the thing is that's why Pep always, when we say a Pep team, Pep is always the main star. There's not going to be a player that's more important than him. So that's why, for me, what he does is he always puts the team first. And the thing is that in the league format, he's going to dominate guys. I think this guy he's been managing for 15 years. He's lost the league 3 times. 3 times. That's crazy,
Yeah.
That's when it comes to league management, for me, I don't see any manager that can beat this.
Here's what people to realize. Pep in the EPL, I think it's bad for the Premier League. Personally, I don't know how Pep being in the Premier League is good for the Premier League. It's bad for the Premier League because
quality though. He's raised the quality though. You can say that the quality is better.
I think that it's raised the quality. If you look at the bottom teams, I do think the bottom teams compared to before he came in, you can see the bottom team are trying to play a bit more that the football they played, if you compare to the Premier League like 10, 15 years ago, these both teams, like the football they were playing, it was just long balls, and then the quality was poor. Like, if you compare to now, at least even lower teams like Crystal Palace or I don't know, teams like maybe not Nottingham Forest, but these lower teams, they're trying to play football a bit more. Like a team like Burnley that is coached by Vincent Kompany 10 years ago, they would not play like that in the Premier League. Like they would get a manager that's defensively solid, and then you get guys like all these old British managers. What like
the same ones. They used to rotate, isn't it?
These old guys that Alan Pardew, all these managers that were there, like these guys, they can't be coaches anymore in the Premier League.
Wait, so James West, Pep, reaction. What does this mean for the EPL?
I need to zoom to my AV, please. So we got this is the last 5 years of all the leagues, the biggest leagues you'd say, Germany, Spain, and England. So one's apparently the best league, one's a wash league, and one's an actual farmers league. But which one's the most competitive?
Looks like basically, I wish you even showed the Serie La Liga. There's been a difference, like in the last 1, 2, 3, in the last 5 years. There's been a difference within the last 5 years.
Are we going to talk about Juve's titles? Are we talking about Juve's titles?
No, we're not.
Even when Juve did like their, I think it was 9 in a row. There were title races in that time there because Inter took them to a point, Napoli took them to 4 points, but people still called it a farmers league. But when Liverpool pushed City and when Arsenal pushed City, it's still called the best league in the world. It doesn't make any sense.
I think people need to have their own. There should be like a definition of what a farmers league actually is, because I don't really buy this whole farmers league. For me, a farmers league is a league where, let's just say this: if a team wins 10 in a row, that's regardless of, I know what you want to say. Context.
So 10. So 10 is not the number of a farmers league.
That's my one. That's my one. Let me say if.
Wait, Eric. Yeah. If Man City do 7 in a row, that's not a farmers league because it wasn't 10.
I'm going to say 10. 10 is the number. If you win 10 in a row, regardless of the context.
So Eric, if City wins 7 in a row, it's still like a competitive league.
Yeah. Until...
Let me drop.
Look, give me a number. Give me a number.
Eric,
is it number 7?
Let me say no, Eric. Let me say no. Maybe you can change your answer, but let me just say it again. So, Eric, if a team wins 7 titles consecutively, you still believe that league is competitive?
Okay, look, it depends on. You can say win or lose. This is.
There's
okay.
Wait, Eric. Do you know what it means to win 7 titles in a row?
Oh
7 for 7 straight years. There's one team wins it.
Your number is 7. If a team wins, okay. What about 7? Okay, if a team wins 6 in a row, is that a farmers league?
Yes.
And you're gonna say no. Okay, what if a team wins 5 in a row? Is that a farmers league?
Yes.
Okay, Eric.
Give me a number.
Eric, do you know why I say 4? It's because United did 3 twice, and I think that 4 is a cutoff point because I remember that United team was amazing, and we thought that 3 is probably the maximum you can go based on how competitive the Premier League is. What Pep has done and everything is done, I'm like this. You can say Farmers League or Farmers League settings, and Eric, here's the real thing. Eric, tell me you're going to bet against City doing 5 in a row. Just tell me that you're gonna bet against City doing 5 in a row.
The only argument I'll make in terms of defense, and I can only start with defensive, is that if you're going to use the 4 in a row thing, then you can't. It's difficult to say. So using the Ferguson 3 and 3, but then it's difficult to. Let's just assume it's not going to happen. But if we just assume that Pep doesn't win any more titles the next decade, I'm just assuming.
Yeah.
You can't then say that the person who's won 6 titles, even though it was 4 in a row out of 10 years. And then the person's won 4, but 4 in 10 years. That's a farmer league, but the one that's won 6 in 10 isn't a farmers league. I don't think you can make that argument.
But Lamcos, let's keep it a stack. If Pep stays here,
Yeah.
Are we betting against him? We cannot predict the future, but you would be crazy to bet against him not defending his title.
I agree. I'm just saying, if you're going to use just 4 in a row as an argument, and that's sort of it, then it's difficult to. But and that situation happened. It's difficult to then say, oh well, that's a Farmers League because you won 4 in a row, but then you only won 4 in a row, but it was
no. Okay, Michael, do you know why I'm saying this? Is that Arsenal and Liverpool had to win this year. They had to. Because the reason why we can safely say Farmers League is because Klopp seems to be the antithesis to him. Because what's it called? Have Arsenal ever got to 90 plus points before in the Premier League?
They have when they've won the league in the past, I think they have.
No, they are.
I'll ask again. Have Arsenal ever got in the Premier League? Have Arsenal ever got to 90 plus points?
I don't think so.
Oh, 90 plus? So. No, they've got high 80s.
90,
there we go.
They got 90 in 04.
Oh, the Invincible season. Yeah, Invincible season.
Yeah, Invincible season.
No, they didn't. No,
I don't think they got to 90 in Invincible.
Was it 89 or was it 90?
Bro, the amount of draws they had, there's no way they got 90 points.
Invincible.
There's no way. 12 draws. You can't get 90 points with 12 draws, surely.
Wait, Mike, what's
I just want to ask I want to ask my good friend Eric. Eric, do you think League 1 is a Farmers League?
No, they have. Arsenal did get 90 points in Invincible.
Okay, nice points. Okay, nice points. Okay, cool. So Mike, what's your point? Mike.
No, my question to Eric was: is League 1 the Farmers League?
Look, personally, I think this whole Farmers League thing is just silly.
No, Eric, don't answer the question.
That might be another break.
No, I'll say the break.
You can ask me the question how you like, and I can answer it how I like. You didn't let me finish. Just let me finish talking.
Okay.
So, personally, I think this Farmers League thing doesn't make too much sense. I think it's a little bit silly. So, to conclude, no, I don't think Ligue 1 is a Farmers League. I think Ligue 1 is actually an underrated league. I don't know why people think it's the seventh. People think it's the 7th highest league in the world. How do you think Ligue 1 is 7th ranked? That is ridiculous.
Eric, you said right here in front of the jury that if a team wins 7 in a row, it's a competitive league.
And you said 4 in a row is a Farmers, right? Farmers League is 4 in a row.
Yes.
Okay,
No, Eric, you have to realize why I'm saying 4 in a row, because I'm looking at the landscape. Because Klopp has left. Amber Rose is taking over Liverpool, and we know that Arsenal ain't winning any league title anytime soon. So Eric, this final row is about to be 5.
We don't know. Look, HH, we don't know the future, and you forgot about the crest on my AV.
Drop the brick. Drop the brick.
I dare you to drop that brick. I dare you to drop that brick.
Okay. You want me to drop a brick against Chelsea?
Yes.
You want to drop it against the Chelsea? YSK, excuse me?
You built the wing. You built the wing.
Mute your mics.
Back to the reception, Eric. Back to the reception.
Mute your mics. So So look, for me, this Farmers League thing, fine. Have the conversation. I just think whoever wants to define this thing, just give a criteria. Give a definition for it.
Sorry,
my definition.
Eric, I'm sorry.
All I said was 10 in a row. I think that's fair. I mean, I'm not saying 7 in a row can't be considered. All I'm saying is 10 in a row is pretty decisive. It's difficult to argue against that.
Can I ask you a question? Hold on.
So basically, I'm gonna go.
Come on.
Eric,
Ted,
you wait for Bayern.
That's it. That's the last straw. You know what? That is the size. But say 8. 7. 9. You know what? 10. It's hard. Eric, 10. It's hard to argue against 10 in a row. It's hard.
Eric,
do you know 10 is a decade of dominance?
I can argue against 4 in a row. You know I can argue against 4 in a row, right?
No. Eric, did you wait for Bayern to do 10 in a row before you call them Farmers?
No, look, I've never called any league a Farmers League. Really, I've never done that. I already told you.
No way.
Well, if I did, I didn't. Look. If I did, I wasn't.
About different fans in the chat.
At least he keeps the same standard.
Started from Premier League fans, man.
Look, I don't believe in this Farmers League nonsense talk. Look, if I ever call a team a league a Farmers League, it was a joke. I've never said it seriously. Unlike you clowns. So.
Okay. So, wow. Okay, Eric, why don't you believe in a semi-farmers league? Why don't you believe in calling a league a farmers league if it's dominated by one team who wins every year?
Look, part of it is what you said. You know, if one team, like Bayern, for example, Bayern literally feed off every other team in the whole league. They just pick, oh, I like this player, okay, enter my team. Like they just have a pick of, and all the players in all the other teams want to play for Bayern. So it's not very fair, is it, when you have a situation like that? So
Hence
I just think,
yeah, but Man City been doing the same.
okay, call it whatever you want. Look, I think it's also disrespect.
To a lesser degree, though. Look at Grealish, Matheus Nunes, Kovacic.
Okay, no, Eric, if it's not
Kovacic, come on.
Eric,
look, don't do that.
Eric, if it's not a farmers league, so what would you describe Bayern's 10 in a row? How would you describe that?
It's just it's a not very competitive league where one team wins all the time.
Oh my god.
HH, can we get
I
Rick
think
Door
the
Bay already?
Hold on. So, from what I remember, farmers league is like.
You know what I think is that Eric just doesn't like the word farmers.
Look, hold on. So,
but Eric, there's a thing called football lingo. Farmers and uncompetitive is the same. It means the same thing.
So part of it is the disrespect, right? So when you suggest a league is a farmers league, basically you're saying that the players aren't full-time professional players. They are part-time players and farmers.
Don't do that.
Eric, can you be like away from football discourse for like months?
Oh my! That's what it means.
Farmers league is one team that colonizes and baptizes a league for several years. That has a stranglehold on a league.
Eric,
but that's what it means, though. That's what it means.
Wait, you don't have
right?
To take the definition.
Okay, but this is when I hear farmers league, that's what I'm thinking. People are disrespecting the league and the players.
Respect the farmers. Okay, that the two guys that.
Yeah. Look. I'm not. I just don't like. Yes, you're right. I don't like the word farmers league. I don't like the phrase.
Eric, why not? It's funny.
Look, okay,
Eric, are
it's
you a
funny
farmer
to
by
you.
any chance? Are you a farmer?
No, I'm not a farmer. No.
Okay, so Eric, so wait, so you think that farmers? You think that it is being rude as a league, calling a league a farmers league?
It's just weird. It's like a banter. It's not like a real football discourse. It's what kids do and just joke around.
Eric, what do you think we do? Eric, what do you think we do here?
Eric, you cannot say real. You cannot say real football discourse after you just said look at the crest on my AV. As a challenge with Pep. You're a clown.
Relax, come on, don't do that. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me cut. So, Blancos, talk to me. Pep.
So just, I guess, because I'm understanding you're talking about the whole, is there farmers thing or not? Like, what I do these days, because rather than be, because at the end of the day, it's just subjective. I try and be objective. And to be fair, we do have something objective. And that's UEFA. The UEFA coefficients are the most objective thing. You can at least see the coefficients that each club has that's in obviously European competition for the one season or over 5 seasons consecutively. So you can see the trends and patterns. So for example, this season, the Italian Serie A coefficient. So across Europe, Serie A has been the best league and then Bundesliga and so on, based on the coefficient. Although maybe it might be, depending on the final, maybe that might be slightly different. So maybe it might be closer. But the point is, we actually do have something objective that we can actually use if you want to look at which league comparatively is better than the other leagues. And personally, for me, it's probably the best thing because nowadays you have 5, 6, 7 teams from these respective leagues in European competition in various hierarchies. So with the Champions League in the top, the Europa League, and obviously the Conference League. So there's a better gauge of a league. Because people want to see a league, it's like a league is not just one team. A league has 38 teams. So if you want a better gauge of the quality of whether a league is a farmers league or not, then you can.
Teams. Wow.
So 30
teams. Games played.
30 games played.
Yeah.
So 20 teams, something with 20 something. Yeah, sorry. But the point is that with the amount of teams that are now playing Europe across all divisions, the amount of football that is being played, you have a much better gauge of an actual league now, of a European competition, than just focusing on the fact that this one individual team is now suddenly means that this league is better than this league. So, if you want to be, I think just saying that, because Manchester City won 4 in a row, or Bayern did this or that or something like that automatically that means that one league is better than this or that. Like, personally, I don't see how that. I don't see the basis behind that because they're fundamentally like there's more teams. There are more teams than one.
Okay.
That's my point.
Is the Premier League competitive? As of right now, would you say the Premier League? So May 19th, 2024 is the Premier League a competitive league?
We're talking about in the context of compared to other European leagues. So that's what we're talking about, aren't we? Not on its own, individually, or in comparison to other European leagues, because that's why I'm bringing up.
Basically, just answer it however you want to answer with other parameters. My question is the Premier League a competitive league? Yes or no, and give reasons. That's just the question.
No, but that's my point. It's like to deem something competitive, there has to be a standard. The standard to what you mean competitive is, because let's say, for example, the Bundesliga, La Liga, that you have Bayern doing 4-5, Liga doing 4-5, something like that. Like, we wouldn't be having this conversation because we would just say this team is dominant, this team is dominant. We wouldn't be having the conversation of which one is competitive or better watching or not. We would just say Bayern are the goods of Bundesliga, Real Madrid are the dons of Liga, PSG are, and Juventus, and so on. That's how it was arguably before Man City came and did their thing. So my point is just that, like, if you're going to make the argument that the Premier League is not competitive because other leagues are doing this, you should only really use, in my opinion, the UEFA coefficient to make the argument. Now, if that isn't your argument and you're just like, look at the Premier League, don't focus about the other leagues, what's actually going on in the Premier League, irrespective of what's going on in La Liga and something like that, then, in my opinion, you then have to look at the manner in which the teams actually won the league to deem whether it's competitive or not. So it's different. It's a different story to me if City are 20 points when City are 20 points clear in January. That for me is clearly not competitive because there's no way, there's no possibility that team come up. But then if in the same league you're winning it on the last day and there's a point in it, I think that's pretty competitive.
Okay. So you still believe that the Premier League is competitive because it has gone to the last day several times?
But again, like I said, I'm separating the two arguments from comparing the Premier League to other leagues, which is why I've given you the UEFA coefficient arguments, and just in and of itself, forget about it. Just in the Premier League, just judging the Premier League, I think that, like, if at the end of the day that the league is decided on the final day of the season when anything can happen, then based on that, it's still competitive.
YSK, question: so is the Premier League competitive as of now, as of today, right now?
If you're looking at just, again, the Wikipedia lens, if you're just looking at it like that, then obviously it looks funny. A team has just done 4 in a row, beating all sorts of records. If you look at it through that lens, then it's not even near competitive. And the whole idea of teams have taken them to the last day or whatever, we can't clown Arsenal for. But let's be honest, we were clowning Arsenal months before this day, saying they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. They're going to bottle this. Even when they were top of the league, we were saying, they're going to bottle it. They're going to bottle it. So we can't now then backtrack and then be like, they did take them to the last day. So you can't have it both ways. So in generic terms, yes, it's not, bro. You can't have a team win 4 in a row and then call it a competitive league. That's not. Where's the competition?
Because people say, if you've been taken to the last day, it shows there's competition. But no, competition is winning. It's not almost winning, it's about winning.
But we have to make at least a distinction between someone being 20 points clear in January and there being a chance that a different team wins on the final day. There has to be a distinction there. It can't be seen as the same.
No, Blankers, do you know what it is? If you're 20 points ahead, the competition is low. So it's basically, I think that in both instances, it's not competitive. It's just that one is a higher degree of less competition than the other one. Yes. So, but at the end of the day, it's about winning. It's not about trying. It's not about coming second or taking a team to think or almost coming first. It's about who won. So if one team won several years, it's not competitive.
But effectively, what you're saying, but you've literally made my point, which is that like clearly there is a clear difference between a team being one season and that is more competitive. You're right. I know it's about winning, but at the end of the day, as you said, if someone is being picked to the last day of the season, that is obviously more competitive than if one team is 20 points clear in January. That's what you said.
No. One thing looks bad numerically based on a points average, but the fundamental underlying bottom line is
what the fuck is the fundamental underlying bottom line?
No. The bottom line is one team who won. Whether I won by 1 point or 20 points doesn't matter. I won. That's the bottom line.
But we're talking about
no. Competitiveness is different winners. That is the definition of it's competitive because it is hard to win several times, so there are different winners. That is competitiveness. If I win by 1 point several years or 20 points several years, it doesn't matter. That means it is not competitive because I always win. Even if I win by a point or 20 points, if I always win, it's not competitive.
You're saying that you're saying that clubs, because essentially what you're saying is the Premier League, therefore the Premier League has the same competitiveness as the Scottish League. Because what you're essentially saying is if a team is 20 points clear in January of second position, that is equal to the same as someone who's winning the final. There's no distinction there.
Blanco, to me, it's the same thing. If it's the same winner, no matter how the win is, if it's the same winner, it's not competitive because there's no suspense because you know who's going to win. Now, they win in different ways, but if it's the same winner, there's no competitive. But sorry, why is it?
I agree with LBS. The notion of a team being 20 points ahead in January and a team challenging at the very last days, you can't. They're not the same thing. Like,
so challenge tax basically. Challenge tax.
No. Look.
If Chelsea were challenging, you would ride it to the heavens.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, Chelsea were
No. Let me put that to rest. No. Let me put that to rest. I promise you. If Chelsea, I swear, I promise you. If Chelsea were in the same position that us are thinking with, I would have the same energy. I promise you.
Robin Chelsea, you're still talking about.
I don't do second. I don't do second, bro. Why is it?
LBS, no, he's BSing. He's shameless. He would.
Yeah, of course he would. Of course he would.
He would. I mean, bro, they're scraping Europe, and then now he's still pointing to the crest. But anyways, look, I agree with the 20 and the last day challenge.
Scraping Europe is crazy.
But the problem is, were we not all? Let's not be revisionist. Were we not all clowning Arsenal up until the last day? I mean, who actually thought? Seriously speaking, who actually thought they had a chance of winning the league today? Last day. Yes, they took him to the last day.
Today, but before today, yes.
Mathematically, yes, they took him to the last day. But who actually thought today they had a chance of winning this league?
Not today, but before today, I thought they could have done it.
The belief lasted about 90 seconds.
So
I mean, they could have.
I agree that the idea of being so much further ahead of your competition early on in the season and challenging someone isn't the same at the last day. But again, context. We were clowning these guys throughout the entire season. Guys, even when Pep was like, wasn't City like down to third or fourth at one point?
Yeah.
We were still saying, oh, City's gonna win. City's gonna win the league. So we can't now then turn around and say, oh, well, we didn't really mean it, or it was just all fun and games. We can't do that. So the Prem, it doesn't look good, bro. It doesn't look good, and I think until Pep leaves, I can't see, bro. Arsenal. Today was the last day that I will ever put faith in Arsenal to do anything in this league.
How much tomorrow did you put on?
You know what? It wasn't. I'm glad you brought that. I'm glad you brought that.
No.
I want Crystal Palace liquidated as a club.
No.
I want Crystal
Why?
Palace.
They won.
I know they won, but they scored a goal more than I wanted them to score. So
Damn bloody fool.
HH, it was a 14 accumulator. 14. One goal, and I lost on 7K. One goal. But anyways.
How do you have that much money, man?
No, I lost on 7K. I put down 7K.
Oh, okay.
No, don't like. He's rich. Why is he rich?
Look,
He's rich.
it is what it is. But yeah,
the person that is rich is Darius. I mean, chat with him.
Darius is richer than YSK.
Yeah, no, that's true. That is a fact.
Darius is funding this channel.
That is a fact.
That's wild, bro. Darius is fun. That bloody psycho, man. Why's continue? Go for it. YSK.
He's a shareholder.
Look, I don't know what kind of substances Eric is consuming, but the idea of you have to reach 10.
Relax.
Eric, mute your mic. Eric,
you have to mute your mic.
Mute your mic.
I have to respond.
No.
How can you
just said 10 is the cutoff point. There's nothing more to say.
Just gave a number. It could have been any number. Doesn't matter. It could have been 9. It could have been 8.
It doesn't matter. Eric, you just said that 9 in a row, the
My
league is still
point
competitive.
was you have to have a definition. That's what I said. You don't listen to what I said.
No, Eric, stand on business. You just said that if a team wins 9 in a row, still competitive.
Look, I give a number. That's
okay,
Eric,
Shut up, please, man.
No, Eric. I'll give you a number. A bold guy from Catalan has just won the same amount of league titles that your club has in the space of less than a decade. So
no, he hasn't actually. So.
8 years.
He
actually has. Actually,
he hasn't. But continue. Actually, hasn't. But why is continue?
Legal Premier League titles.
Is that true, YSK? That's bad, man. Come on. Wait.
Hashtag single figures. So, look, as long as Pep stays, I can't see anybody else. I really can't. Again, I've lost all hope in Arsenal. The slut, I did. Isn't that your club, Gatlock? The slut. I don't know what that guy's going to do because we've seen a certain bold Dutch prick come into the league and demonstrate what they're capable of.
What if he wins it in his first season? What if he comes in and wins it in his first season and slot?
With that Liverpool team, he's not doing what Klopp.
Darbibi 40 piece.
I like to put hatred towards Klopp because again, I think he hugely underachieved while he was at Liverpool. Regardless of Pep being in the Premier League, I think he hugely underachieved. But I have to give the guy credit. That Liverpool team, first when he started, and then now towards the end of his run, what he's done now is actually we don't give him enough credit for what he's done with that team because that team is deteriorating. And I don't know what this slut is all about, but a slut ain't going to come into this team and win the league in his first season. That's not happening. We all know the position that Chelsea Football Club is in.
Ineos. What do you think Ineos can do?
Yeah, what about Man United? Ken Heisenberg.
Okay, mute your mic. They're not doing anything. Spurs, they're
Bro, he mentioned them.
Spurs.
Why is he?
All you need to know about Spurs is go and watch Expression's stream for that City game. That's all you need to know about Spurs. Go and rewatch Expression's stream for that City Spurs game, and you will know everything you need to know about Spurs. Aston Villa, this is one of those great seasons.
Get that shit off the screen.
But why bring it up? Keep talking. We're talking. Why keep talking? So you say what you say?
Yeah, I guess he was half right.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, it says on Liverpool and City, so he got one right.
He didn't say how. He didn't say how. He just said it was. He didn't say how. And then obviously United. It's not looking good. So again, if you can present me an argument,
not looking good is an understatement. YSK.
I know. If you can present me an argument otherwise, then bro, forget about it. Until this guy leaves, then we can all write our teams off, man. It's not happening.
Sorry.
Go on this.
Wait. Eric, I'm still stuck on that 10 in a row, bro. Bro, I'm sorry, no, because I got no. So basically, I put up a poll for the streets. What is a farmer's league? Let me even bring it up now. So, and I gave different choices here. And now maybe they did this because of Pep. So, 10% said they don't like the term farmers. 10 in a row. Eric Tack said 16%. That's farmers league is 10 in a row. 5 in a row, 27%, and 47%, 4 in a row, Farmers League.
Okay.
Eric.
No, but
Eric, I can like. Eric, do you know? So, Eric,
To be fair, less than 50% of people, so actually the majority of people kind of agree with Eric, technically.
I mean, technically. Both of those, because I don't like the term anyway, so...
Wait, why don't you like the term though? Why don't you like the term?
Look, we've been through. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
No, we haven't.
Look, just keep talking.
Okay. Let me come to So, Gart, look at the Norman thoughts on this whole domination by Pep.
Okay, first of all, you can't say the whole Fergie time because Farmers League was not even created back then. This Farmers League stuff was created when people said Premier League teams were not doing well in Europe back then, and they just said, "Hey, at least our league is competitive and blah blah blah. We have different winners. La Liga is a duopoly. Bayern is a Farmers League." That was when they had 4 or 5 in a row, and Serie is a Farmers League. Our league is one that's competitive. All the other leagues have one-team leagues.
Keep going. Keep talking.
Anyway, so. Now that it has been flipped on their heads now, it's now, we're doing in Europe and all that. So the narrative are literally flipped the other way. Yet they're still the best league in the world. Or they carry it to the last day. That whole carry it to the last day stuff. Can I ask you a question? The team that won it, I don't know who won the Premier League in maybe 1977. Maybe you can probably tell me that.
I wasn't born then, so I have no idea. But keep going.
Okay, but I think there's either Forest or Liverpool.
I don't think it's the Premier League back then.
Chelsea were probably robbed, but it is what it is. We always get robbed.
Who came second then? Who came second then?
Was robbed.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Like no one cares. No one cares.
Pretty much. The thing is, they all carry it to the last day. I feel that it's just a competitive season. But overall,
it was Nottingham Forest. Sorry,
hold on. If a team is doing 4 or 5 in a row, it's still like, as people would say, a Farmers League in a sense. Look, this is a Farmers League. I don't really care. As for what Pep is doing, it just shows that Pep is one of the greatest managers, especially when it comes to league. I see some managers as league managers and cup managers. Pep is definitely a league manager.
Yeah.
If he was a cup manager, he would have won the Champions League more than once of the time he's been here. But you can tell he's a definitely great league manager. He knows how to figure it out, no matter what players you give him. Even if you give him rubbish, maybe he may not. But I'm happy. I'm actually happy, honestly. I think Pep will do 5 or 6 in a row. I don't think he'll do 7. I said this a few years ago. That he would do 5 in a row. He would do 4 in a row. I said, I didn't think he would do. I don't think he'll do 6 or maybe 7. Although back then I didn't think Klopp was leaving, so I don't really know who's going to stop him. But I just think 6 or 7 in a row is going to be too much for the Premier League. These people have shit referees. They'll find a way to stop Pep in a way.
Oh no, I'm shocked that they didn't even stop it this season. I'm shocked that they didn't bring in something.
Why would they stop it?
They probably did.
Why would they stop it?
Tried.
To protect. Wait, do you think the powers that be like City or like the owners?
Hey, Shage, trust me. Like, when the Conservative government don't give a crap about Scottish Fergie or Scotians, they care about sheikhs and money and that type of like that. There's no anything like that.
AJ, you know half of London is run by the Middle East, right?
Yeah.
No.
Mute your mic.
Sunak is meeting guys from Abu Dhabi all the time, man. Like legit, when they talk with the whole charges and things, they talk like it's on record that the Abu Dhabis like actually spoke to Garden Park and were like, "Listen, guys, like just relax for a second.
Just be careful.
Yeah,
just be careful.
Okay.
No, but
just be careful.
I think the league wants someone else other than Man City to win it, because I'm not gonna lie, they did 4 in a row. the buzz really isn't there. Like, it's just been skimmed over.
I mean,
Bro,
if
they
it was
wanted to
3
be last
teams,
year.
What does it matter? The leagues of Premier don't care. This Barca's like, no, it's nonsense. Like, guys, the Premier League signed another major extension deal for billions and billions of pounds, a record TV license deal, more than they ever have. The Premier League officials do not give a crap about buzz or hype or whatever. Are you going to pay us billions of pounds?
Well, no, it's all about money. It's all about money, bro.
I mean, popularity isn't going down.
And also, this is why. Do you think Richard Masters is going to do anything to City?
No, yeah, well, of course.
Those charters? Heck no. Bro, he's already been paid off already. So it's not 115, bro. All these guys have been paid off already handsomely, so nothing is going to happen to them. Like, guys, this is all about money.
Think about the amount of money that the Middle Eastern broadcasters are paying the Premier League to broadcast the games, bro. Like, every single game is broadcasted over on that side, even 3:00 games. Every single game.
Bro.
So,
Bring up,
wait, guys, are we saying
bring up QMC's comment, man. Bring up QMC.
Wait, Mike, what you say?
No, I said, are we saying that the Premier League has turned into the BN Sport League?
I mean, it's been the BN Sports League for a while.
That 2022 World Cup, that Qatar World Cup, you showed how hypocritical these people are. How dare you come and be talking about, or when Saudi were buying their players, for how much? Bro, you don't know that you guys are the Saudis of Europe, in a sense.
Chelsea.
And I'm honestly
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
I'm honestly happy that.
Wait, hold on.
How many teams in the Premier League hasn't spent more than 100 on a player? I'm actually happy that Pep is doing this because their arrogance made them insult this guy when he first came.
No, we've not. Wait, hold on. So, shout out to Brian. HH, this is a fisherman's league, not farmers. So, okay, so fisherman's is 4 in a row. Fruit seller is from 5 till 9, and farmers is from 10 onwards. So is that those?
Eric, are you happy with that definition?
Yeah, pretty much.
Eric, are you happy with this?
Let's move on.
Okay, let's move on. Wait, Mr. Jobert for the night. Asna and Michel Artidi have themselves to blame for being inconsistent, while KDB was gone and Haaland was playing like Arsenal's Giroud.
Actually, is that no? Giroud was okay last man. Come on.
Giroud was fine. So why did he laugh?
No. This is what annoys me about football fans. You have selective amnesia. How you tell me that Giroud was good? Remember this guy? Was it not Ozil that had like what? 18 or 19 and
Gatlock Mbappe has the World Cup of Giroud.
No, stop! Don't do that.
Gatlock Mbappe has the World Cup of Giroud.
You guys don't understand that Pep will make any league into a famous league if he's there.
Yes.
Then why didn't he do that in the 11-12 season when Mourinho dunked on him and ran him out of town? Pep went into sabbatical because Mourinho was giving him nightmares. The only two guys can stop Pep in a league: Mourinho and Klopp. Give Mourinho his players. He's getting this bum out of town.
Okay,
give Mourinho his players. Shush! Give Mourinho his players. He's running this bum-ass Catalonia out of town. And that's a fact. If there's one man that Pep hates, it's Mourinho. 2010 lives. 2010 lives.
Hit the gym.
Wait, hold on. Shout out to Moneymates. Moneymates says that Eric is farming the brick door race right now.
No, he is on a title charge. I've never seen this many bricks in
title charge.
No. He came back with a vengeance. He came back with a vengeance, man. So Nomad. Shout out to actually knocking out City from the UCL. You, because Nomad again. Let me thank you again because you and Los Blancos and Wise Kisses Parents Club, you saved us from what would have been a very, very, very ugly club football season. Because, guys, can we all agree that if City beats Real Madrid, we're looking at a back-to-back treble. Like, that's happening.
Madrid would never lose in a final. Hopefully.
No, City played Real in the...
Guess who's joining Madrid?
Is that
Guess who's joining Madrid?
No, Eric. I don't know whether Eric. I don't know. Wait, Eric. I don't know whether Alexander Usyk was hitting you instead of Fury in that ring. But shout out to CTE. No, they played each other. They caught. So I'm saying that we thank for Real knocks them out. Yeah. So shout out to CTE.
How many hours you do in the reception these days? Man?
So Nomad, talk to me. So Nomad, what is meaningful for the EPL? And is it fair to call it a Farmers League and it's not competitive anymore?
Is it to call a league a Farmers League, right? When one team is farming the entire league. That's what the term Farmers League means. One team is farming the entire league on its own. So what you must see is that, is there any hope for the league going forward? Is there any hope for the other teams to not just compete? I mean, competing is for losers, You must win. You must win. Beat Manchester City by 10, 12, 14, 16 points. Can you do that? Can any team do that? Ever? In the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years? That's the point.
That's literally nonsense. You want someone to get 105 points.
Why not?
At least 100 points.
Did!
At least 100
They're
points.
going to get 90.
Yeah.
Moneymates did!
100 points. Do you have multiple teams who can at least challenge 90 plus points?
No, but okay. No, do you know what's so okay? Do you know what's so scary? So, Moneymates, how many points did Arsenal get in that invincible season?
90.
90. Has Arsenal ever got more than 90 points in the Premier League?
90.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't think they have. I don't think they have. They've not. I don't think they've ever achieved 91 or more points. And the issue is that how many times have City earned more than 90 points under Pep? 100, 98. The Liverpool thing is 4. I think it's four times.
It's 4 out of 6.
And it's not high 90s. Like I've seen Barcelona and Real Madrid in their heydays of Ronaldo and Messi reach 90 points every single time.
Yeah. So sorry, Nomad, continue. Nomad.
Yeah, so you need, now that Klopp has gone from Liverpool, right? Now that Klopp has gone from Liverpool, and we know that Arsenal, you can't count on Arsenal, to be the next Liverpool, to be the next challenger to Man City. You can't count on that. And we're all seeing what's happening to the leaking roofs of the Old Trafford and the, older than Anfield bridge of Chelsea. So they're not anywhere in the
We're renovating our stadium very soon. It's happening. So
that stadium.
So you need
Mike.
Have you paid your rent?
You need
Nomad.
For that first, you need some signings, who are old enough that Leonardo DiCaprio won't even touch them.
I mean, that's fair.
That is the first thing you need. First and foremost.
Wait, if Chelsea...
I mean, you're going to allow him to just say that. Are you going to allow him to just say that? What is this?
No, but
he's not wrong, though. He's not wrong, though. So. Eric, there are times when just let a guy talk, then maybe we'll just forget.
This should be... Okay, let's just pretend like he didn't... Yeah, okay.
No, he didn't say so. No, keep talking. It's okay.
So the thing is, these are historic clubs. Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United. These are not just in England. These are some of the biggest clubs. Even Chelsea. These are some of the biggest brands and clubs in the world. I don't care what kind of banter you have, inside England. Outside of England, everyone knows what Chelsea is. Chelsea is a big brand. Everyone knows that, and all these clubs, all these English clubs, more is expected from them. And because we don't have any hope from them, we don't have any hope from any of these clubs competing with Man City in the future. That's why it has now become, it wasn't before. Even till last season, it wasn't. But now, today, it is a Farmers League because there is no future, because there is no hope. So that is my metric for terming Premier League as a Farmers League. And as for why it has become a Farmers League, it is the biggest culprit in this. It has to be Liverpool. I won't even say Klopp. I don't think Klopp was supported as much as he should have been supported by Liverpool. I think if you would have given him, a bit more support, you would have given him a bit more signings, taken out a couple of players that he didn't want, and truly went behind him and protected him more from the media and from the banter. I think he would have performed even better because him and his entire club infrastructure had completely gelled together. They were one. He was completely, assimilated in the club. So he could have done better. So how many years Klopp was at Liverpool, counting this season? 8 years? 7, 8 years? 9 years?
I think it's 9 years.
No, since 2015.
Yeah, because
October
he's joined in
2015.
Yeah, so this season. Yeah, so
Damn,
including this season.
So it's 8.5.
Yeah, so including the season, it is 9 years, and he brought a bunch of players for a lot of money, and one Premier League, right? One.
8 and 3 quarters.
Yeah, just the one.
That's
no. But
that's not good enough. That's not good enough. And
now
for a club,
you can
not
either
just
say it's
no,
Go for it,
but not just because of what Man City are doing, but irrespective of what Man City are doing, irrespective of if they have Pep Guardiola and the kind of players they have, you are Liverpool Football Club. You should have the best players, the best manager, the best infrastructure, the highest standards. Same goes for Manchester United. Same goes for Arsenal. Same goes for Chelsea. And the fact that these clubs are happy with the lowered standards that they've set for themselves is why Manchester City is trampling all over them. They're not that great. I'm going to be honest with you. They're not doing, and they're not going to do what Bayern Munich did in the Bundesliga.
No,
or
okay.
what
So
PSG did in the
does
league.
Pep do this in La Liga? Because the notion is that Pep does this in every league.
No. Because it's not a farmers' league. At least it's a two-horse race. And Real Madrid are never, ever, ever going away. Ever. We're always going to compete. We can go to it. Even during the Barcelona's, complete domination of the league, right? When Real Madrid didn't win many La Ligas, Barcelona still couldn't win 3 in a row. They only won 2 in a row.
No. They won 3 in a row.
Even then. But after Cristiano came and after Mourinho
okay. After Cristiano, because I'm counting from 08 to 09.
No, after Cristiano. I'm saying after Cristiano and after 08, 09, when the Messi Cristiano era truly started. That's what I'm saying.
And everybody
After
thought
09,
that the best club
like
in history.
8, 9, that was the last time. After that, Barcelona never won 3 in a row. So Real Madrid really started becoming competitive. And even if we were not winning 2 in a row, we were not defending a title, we were still getting a league title here and there. And even Atletico was popping up. So I don't think he's going, because La Liga is not a farmers' league. I'm sorry, it never was. Even before Athletic Bilbao, Valencia, Deportivo, these teams were winning the league. They were winning the league.
No. That's before. But say as of right,
it could become one though. If we're being
it's not going to become one. Hopefully, Real Madrid makes it a farmers' league.
You say this though. Carlo Ancelotti has never gone back to back. Ever.
It's not even that.
Exactly.
There's no excuse not to.
No, you're right. There's no excuse, but he's never gone back to back.
Barcelona. I don't think Barcelona are going to be out for that long. Their academy is one.
Yeah, no, they're not. Put
it this way: do we really see, as good as this Real Madrid team is, and as good as we know they're going to be in the future, do we see them winning 4 La Liga titles in a row?
So long as Barca have to sell grass to fund the stadium, man. As long as that's still a thing.
They were selling grass last season and they won the league last season. Exactly. And they were still selling grass last season.
Bro, they're damn expensive as well.
Those things are exorbitant.
Forget the money.
Last point.
The academy is the one that is keeping them afloat.
Wait, Nomad, what's your Nomad?
Yeah, and last point, when it comes to this dynasty of Manchester City, right, that Pep has established, it is because they're such an efficient team, and because this is Pep Guardiola's team. This isn't Kevin De Bruyne's team. This isn't Haaland's team. This isn't Bernardo Silva's team. This isn't Phil Foden's team. This isn't Rodri's team. This is Pep Guardiola's team, and it is because of that. No matter how brilliant these individuals have been for this team and for this dynasty, they will never be considered as one of the greatest players at their position, because they'll always be considered as part of a great team and part of a collective. And individually, they'll never be compared, honestly and rightfully, the way they should be. In my opinion, the way they should be, they never will be compared to the greats of the past, because they'll always be considered as part of a great team and as, Pep's school students, basically. And not real individuals.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, go for it, Mike. Go for it.
I just need to quickly respond to Nomad because he said La Liga's never been a farmers league, but from 85 to 90, Real Madrid did a 5-peat. Do you know why they did a 5-peat?
Franco?
Because Franco. Because they signed.
That's already gone. Come on.
85. 85.
Shit, I shouldn't laugh.
No, because do you know why they did a 5-peat?
Franco
Because
died,
they signed Hugo Sanchez from Atletico Madrid to join Real Madrid, and as soon as he joined Real Madrid, he became top goal scorer, I think, for 3 straight seasons. So every league will become a farmers league and has been a farmers league. And then after that, I think Barca did 4 in a row, if I'm not mistaken. So it's happened in La Liga. It's going to happen in Liga. It's happened in Bundesliga. Serie. There will always be a time and period in football where one team will dominate.
No, but the thing is, Michael.
It's the same thing in ice hockey. It's the same thing in the NFL. It's the same thing in the NBA. It's the same in every sport. There will always be a team that dominates a...
Michael, the point was when Real Madrid are dominating, nobody was saying that Barcelona is going away. When Barcelona was dominating, no one said that Real Madrid had completely gone away. No, 5 in a row, 10 in a row, 75 in a row. No one was ever going away. No one was ever going away. Now, everyone.
I think by the time we get 75 in a row, I think that team has already gone away.
Everyone else. No, let me land. Everyone else except Manchester City is going away. We're seeing them going away. That's my point. I think they're not coming back.
Wait, hold on. Let me put this in. So shout to my mates. So Kamal, Pep, I am closing. Oh, I'm closer to leaving than staying. Half hope. I'll believe that when I see it. Pep wants to farm this whole league. That's what it is. I'll believe it when I see it. This guy wants to stay and really destroy any legacy company.
Can I say something about that comment?
Go for it.
Just quickly. Guys, let me just give you an advice. When you're sending super chats, look at it well. You're spending money on this stuff. Don't make it too hard on the guy that is reading the super chats, man. Like, makes sense.
Thank you. Shout out to Brian. HH City would have won 7 in a row because 100.
Yeah.
Imagine if Klopp was not around. Things would look really nasty. So imagine if we just say, you know what, let's just subscribe to Disney Plus and hire Gerrard as a manager instead. Imagine that. Jesus. Sebastian, is Eric on drugs in heaven? Are there drugs in heaven? Let's keep on. Let's keep on.
There are no drugs in heaven.
You could take it high.
No.
Oh, okay, let's go.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I did.
Miguel Rabines. 2025, Chelsea will arrive with this promising young team. And by the way, can I finish this up? A guy paid his hard-earned money. I want to read it up, please.
Yeah, so 2055. Yeah.
Respect to UCLs. Oh, and by the way, Uncle Mo finished in the year. It's finished in the year 2024. So look, and by the way, the guy who dunked on Pep's greatest ever team, and the dude who won a treble for Inter Milan, and a guy who also won Roma their first European trophy, is apparently finished in the year 2024, even though he's not. No way in hell he beats. Wait. No way in hell he beats Pep in the late. He already did, bro, in La Liga. That's why he ran him out of town. Pep said that Pep went on a sabbatical because Mourinho ran him out of town.
AJ, I got a quick question. Is Mourinho employed?
Shout out to Brian.
The guy has more facts than
we're doing one. We're gonna have a PDD stream on the other channel very soon. We're gonna have that happen, man. Shout out to Boy Wing. Shout out to Wing.
Yeah, that's a big pause.
Wait, half pitch open goals are not spectacular. Wing. I'm looking at.
What's that ABI?
I don't know. No. I don't want to know. So guys, last thing before we get out of here. This last thing. So, Mike, are City the greatest Premier League team of all time?
Yeah.
So, no doubt, undisputed, no arguments. The greatest Premier League team of all time.
They're the first team ever to do 4 in a row. End discussion right there. No other team could say that. Not Fergie's teams. Not the great Liverpool teams from the 70s. Nobody can say that.
So, okay. So, are they the best team of all time?
Yes, they are, HH.
So better than the Cristiano Tevez Rooney team, better than Invincibles, better than Mourinho's amazing team that got robbed of a UCL, but that goes to goal by Luis Garcia.
Shout out Luis Garcia, forever a legend. No, but look, HH. You cannot deny greatness, and what they are doing is greatness. They have world-class players. They got KDB, who finally, HH, it's taken you goddamn, I don't know how many years, a decade, but finally you're giving the guy credit, and you're actually saying he's a Premier League legend.
He still cost Hazard a potential World Cup. Keep cooking.
Hazard didn't show up in that quarterfinal, and KDB got the goal, so we can move on from that.
Fluky shot.
Fluky shot. Okay, cool. No, but we cannot deny what the City team have achieved. Obviously, if you take away all the charges and that sort of stuff, and if that is going to be the case that they get fined for this, which I highly doubt they will, then it might tamper everything they have achieved. But they are by far the best team. Like, nobody can touch them. Even if they face a little bit adversity, when it gets to February and January, these guys just turn it on and just don't lose a game. And even if they look a little bit shaky for 1 or 2 games, after that, you cannot touch them. And it sickens me, HH, because I would love to say that, Liverpool could compete, or Liverpool from the 70s and 80s, the great teams that we had, or, obviously Los Blancos Studios and YSK can pick up their Fergie teams, but nobody did 4 in a row. That's just the truth. And HH, all you got is 1 season, and it's a great achievement, conceding only 15 goals. But it's only 1 season.
Is that really an achievement?
No, money makes
actually.
Money
it is
makes
not. Try conceding only 15 goals a season.
No, 15 goals. Only conceding 15 goals is 1.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah, it's a damn good achievement. They can keep laughing and everything, Mike. It's an amazing achievement.
I know.
Chelsea won the league that season. Don't forget. I just only lost 1 game.
And we shouldn't have lost to City. Only lost 1 game. So, rank is this the greatest ever team?
No, HH, let me ask you, actually. Is this the greatest team ever?
Let me
you're from the 70s and 60s, so...
Let me... actually, no, I mean... It's hard to argue, bro.
No, you just don't want to admit it.
It's hard to argue. Like I get what Chelsea did that 1 season. I get what the Invincibles did that 1 season. I get how good that United team was with Cristiano and so forth. I get how good that 1999 team was, but take everything into account...
HH, this is partly your fault, right? But we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Okay, rank. This is great team ever. Rank.
Yeah. I mean, like you were saying, there are many teams that have an argument for being the best Premier League team of all time. Like that 15 goal trophy surely looks really good in the museum. But
15 goals conceded. No one has come close.
That trophy, no one can match that.
It's an amazing trophy. It's actually a special trophy that no one has.
It is a special trophy. Okay.
Hey, Rank. No. At least you don't have to wear a mask to see that trophy.
True, actually. No, yeah, they have to be. They have to be the greatest Premier League team of all time. But I don't want football fans today to forget that there's history in football, and that you have to look back to account for the whole history of clubs. You cannot look at the past 10 years and judge the success of clubs without taking everything else into context. So I would say they are the greatest Premier League team, the squad, because of what they've achieved. But I just hope that people remember that there's history to this game. And I don't care how many leagues Man City wins, they're not going to be a big club in my eyes.
Wow.
Speak on it.
Eric, talk about City. No arguments. The GOAT EPL team.
Rank taking it personally, but look, let's just say very briefly, welcome to the Premier League. These are the new standards. If you want to win the title, you need to do what Liverpool did in 2020, was it?
Yeah.
And you got 99 points. You have to get 99 points. You have to have a near flawless season if you want to win this league. It is what it is. So I don't want to whine and complain about how hard it is. Oh, it's so much difficult. It is. It's really difficult. It is. It's true. 2018, I remember saying Man City are the best team in the league. And I kept getting pushback from the guy to my right, telling me, oh, they haven't done this. Oh, they haven't done that. Oh, Pep this, Pep that, blah, blah. You trigger, you're literally the one. I'm almost blaming you entirely for what happened because
wait, the guys you're right. So you mean J2S or
the guy to my left
Elijah?
now? The guy to my left. The guy to my
wait. The guy to your there's no one to your left. There's no one to your left.
Okay. The
you
dude
mean
wearing
Nomad?
shades.
You mean Nomad?
The dude wearing shades with football shirts at the back in the background. Okay. So shades. Yeah, shades.
All right, go for it.
That might be a brick. That might be a brick.
Yeah, that's a brick. I didn't know my AVI had me as with shades.
Clown,
All right, go for it.
That's an old time moment. That's an old time moment.
Yeah, this team is as much as okay. Let's just go back to what happened from 2017. You know, people said, "Oh, this is." I remember as Graham Souness, you know, in our league, you can't do this, blah blah blah. You can't do that. And then,
wait. What does our league mean? Like,
I swear,
look.
Scottish as well.
Thank you.
He's not even English.
I do know that bro. We all watched Braveheart. The English don't respect those Scottish dudes though. So it is what it is. Eric, keep going.
No, but it's because he's playing on an English team.
Elijah, you sound like you're in hell, but keep going. Eric, go for it, Eric.
So 2018, they like Pep's. I know you hate this quote from Pep, but they did destroy the league. 100 points. And what annoyed me was, I think at the time Chelsea had the record for the most points with 95. They beat that record.
Yeah.
They beat Chelsea's.
And also Eric, 95 points. Wasn't this more? Well, it was a harder teams back then, wasn't it? Like more physical and stuff. So
yeah, it is what it is. You're the one who said that you can't compare.
Eric is talking. Eric is talking.
It is what it is. There's no point comparing errors. There's no point. So anyway, so yeah, they beat Chelsea's record for highest points. They beat Chelsea's record for most goals in the season. I think Chelsea
did they beat our defensive record? Goals conceded? Did they beat our record?
At least we have that. Nobody's ever going to beat that one.
Nobody's ever beaten it. No one.
They also beat Chelsea's record for most consecutive wins. Chelsea had 14 at the time, which was a record. They got 18. Annoying. They also won more than 30 games. In 2017, under Conte, Chelsea won 30 games. Nobody ever did that before.
Yeah.
And then obviously Pep comes in, destroys that. Very annoying. But it is what it is, right? So they didn't have to win the treble for me to think this team, there's something here. There's just something about this team. But then obviously Pep says, let me just make it beyond any shadow of a doubt for you. Goes on and wins the treble. And by the way, that's final. Anyway, there's no point going back. But they get over the line. They have to, they win. They did what they had to do for people like Hitches to finally admit. And even he still doesn't want to admit it. You haven't actually said that they're the greatest team.
I said that. No, I said it's hard to argue against it.
No, but it's a yes or no question.
No, it's not.
Are they or are they not?
I said it's hard to argue against it.
So and they are.
I don't remember prime Chelsea, man.
It's hard to argue against it.
Okay, so Man City this Man City team are the greatest ever in the Premier League, right?
It'd be pretty hard to argue against that assessment if you want to assess that.
It's hard to argue. Okay, but can I argue against it? Is there an argument against it really?
Probably not.
15
probably.
Okay,
who knows?
So they are right. Anyway, so look, City is just. I mean, they gave Oscar Palmer, fantastic player. He saves our season.
That's crazy.
I'm looking for my card. That might be one of the ones.
Eric, you're the best.
That might be the one.
Oh my god.
That's a yellow. That's a yellow. Elijah, please continue. No, Elijah. Like my thing is that it's hard to argue. Like what he's done is amazing. Like everything is in Pep's favor of the goals record, consecutive wins, style of play, the influence, the impact 4 in a row. The only thing against these guys is checkbook money, which is fine because everybody has spent and the name of the game is spending. But the only thing Fergie has over him is that Pep, you didn't build a team. You wrote checks to buy players. And also, Eric, you had a blank check.
No, but hold on. But it's easy to say that now, but let's be honest. Can you even compete in this league, let's not talk about other leagues. In the Premier League, can you compete without spending money at all? Like, is it possible to do? Say whatever you want about Liverpool. They spent a lot of money. Liverpool spent cash. So, I mean, it's not. They didn't even spend the most. So you can't even say, okay, it's marginal, but they still spent the most money. So that's why they're doing what they're doing.
It's obviously not about spending. It's the infrastructure as well. So that's why you have to take that into account. So if Pep Guardiola was at like, let's say for example, if Pep went to Barcelona right now, like he's not winning the league in the following season with the way that Barcelona are structurally as a club right now. So it's always about like I don't think it's disrespectful to say that Pep Guardiola is a very good manager, but he also needs to have, access to players, money, which is fine, but also a good structure. The clubs that he's been at the time, whether it's Barcelona, obviously the academy, then obviously Bayern Munich, enough said, and City, there were structures in place behind him to support him as a manager. Like these are not poorly at the times. These are not poorly run sides that have issues financially. All the rest of them. No, these are teams that are in good setting. That's very different than you coming into a team that is now poorly. Like Fergie, people say Fergie came into United had been relegated. Now it's been relegated. They're not competing for anything. So and then half of the latter years, the Glazers are taken over. They're not putting money into clubs or anything like that. So there's obviously, it's not saying, I'm not even here making the argument that Fergie's even better than Pep. But what I am saying is that obviously I don't think it takes away from Pep to say, but he does need a structure, a good club structure behind him to succeed. I think that's a fair call. And some managers don't necessarily need.
So basically, could Pep win with that team?
I'm just saying, the United defenders on that pitch, the 7 defenders. Pep was self-harm, bro. He was self-harm.
There's 7 defenders.
So basically, all I'm saying though is that could Pep get 70% possession with Gibson, O'Shea?
Big up Village, man.
John O'Shea. Oh my god.
Guys,
look, the Raphael brothers, the wings.
Guys, a Gibson O'Shea midfield duo is insane. See for me. This is the only thing Fergie has over Pep, and that's it. This is the only thing he has over Pep.
Is that Mario's brother, the one on the right there?
Is there someone called Fabio there, bro?
Yes,
the Raphael brothers.
Not the hairstylist, but the footballer Fabio.
Just to get context, in that game they beat Arsenal 2-0 as well.
That's
7 defenders on the pitch.
That's the degree of difficulty, man. That's
no. That's good.
Yeah. I dare Pep to keep 70% possession with that team.
Impossible.
O'Shea and Gibson. Come on, bro. No, which is why I said, look, see, I said with Pep, look, it is what it is. We live in a world of checkbook, a lot of paying. It is what it is. But all I'm saying, though, is that Pep can only win within a certain environment. So when we talk about GOAT managers and greatest ever managers and greatest teams, 100% he's there, but there's a context there.
But also aside, Rooney, can you see why? Because you guys clown Rooney sometimes. Can you see why Rooney's carrying that team? When people say, "Oh, Rooney's that," just look at the teams that Rooney's been playing. I'm just saying.
Okay, so Elijah, hopefully Mike is better. So Elijah, is City greatest ever team after the 4 in a row?
We're back. I'm back. Bro.
Are you not speaking Scouse? Did you speak any Scouse?
No. Adaj said something that's actually very, very key. I wish I grew up in a place that actually appreciated football, bro.
It's different. It's different.
This city appreciates football. Like from U5, U6, to the senior teams, they are appreciated. It's just the Man City thing, right? Again, like I said when I was at the stadium, it's a very, very difficult subject for some people. In this panel, it's a very difficult conversation.
The guy with shoots.
Because now at this point, the only thing that's left, and I fear is that Sir Alex has left is what that. Because how can you win with the following people? Gibson, O'Shea, you know,
Fabio, Rafael,
Fabio,
West Brown.
And also before that, he won with Nicky Butt, Poborski, Kanchelskis, the Neville brothers.
Jemba.
HH, the other Neville brothers coaching.
Let's not.
Man United had some terrible players.
Wait, can we just pause for a minute here? Can we just pause for a minute? Like, can we, you know, Look, there's a narrative. There's a narrative here because look, see, Pep is a goat, he's amazing and everything, but guys, give Pep some of the players that Fergie won with, not just used, that Fergie succeeded with. Pep couldn't.
Oh, big up Quentin Fortune, man, South Africa.
Wait, hold on. That's for South African brother. Yeah, that's for South African brother. wait, Elijah, go for it. Elijah.
I was gonna say, Mr. Bader, I'm going to City Center later, so I do expect something in return. As I was saying,
it might be racial, so
No. He was talking about if I'm bringing.
You know that name of that guy is a bit sus as well.
Any women back, but
Mr. And then the other name. Like,
okay, no.
Elijah, keep going. Elijah.
Right. Yes, right. I was saying, if you gave, could Pep win with people like Nathan Klein, Jordan Henderson?
What about Jordan Ibe?
Jordan Ibe, HH. Could he win with
Elijah Henderson is your UCL winning captain and league winning captain.
Hold on,
So I will not have you disrespect a UCL and Premier League winning captain.
They did so. They were doing all the chants of the players from every player in the Klopp era had a chant today. Hendo had his own chant. Wijnaldum had his own chant. Mo Salah had his own chant. Mane had his own chant. Firmino had his own chant. Every single player. Bro, I got to see my boy Darbibi today.
What about Karras? Did that have an
Wait, hold up. So, Elijah, is City the greatest ever team? Is City the greatest ever Premier League team?
My thing is, with the City thing, unless these guys are legitimately charged, which I doubt, they are the greatest team. Because then at that point, they're clear. You know, because if they've been proven that they're innocent, then we're I'm not gonna lie, but we're fucked if they're clear.
Even if they're charged. Even if they're charged, what does that?
No. Elijah, I'm with Eric. Let's say they're charged and they're guilty. So, because my thing is that everyone's been doing the same thing. Now, of course, I will clown them, and that'll be one of the greatest emergency hangouts ever. But put that aside and clowning aside. Okay, you cook the books. So everyone cooks the books.
Well,
you were caught.
Well, also depends on the punishment.
Exactly. Depends on the punishment. Say, and remember, it's not the Premier League that's doing the charging. It's an independent regulator that will do, an independent group of people that will do the charging. Say I'm sure they're not going to strip titles, but they will give them some sort of economic sanction or some type of
deduction.
So if they receive economic sanctions or points reductions, does that take away from the notion of them being the greatest ever Premier League team?
But then at that point, it's like that pretty much proves everybody's point of saying Pep cannot win unless I need daddy, as you would say. I need daddy. So Sheikh Daddy has to put money in his pocket.
You need babies.
Well, isn't Glazer daddy? Wasn't Bram daddy? Wasn't Glazer was daddy? Are you saying Glazer was never daddy? Glazer was never papi. Ay, papi, mucho grande,
There's a Latina that is cussing on you right now.
No Diddy, man. No Diddy. Oh my.
Look, I'm preparing for my Miami Latinas.
What?
HH, that was the yellow. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's the red.
So hold on, so Elijah. So basically, you're saying that
HH, that's for you.
No. look. So Elijah, you're saying, I don't get. So Elijah, so you're saying that you will not look at them as the greatest if they get charged.
Yes. Because then at that point, we're talking about the integrity of the game at this point. What I always I give Sir Alex Ferguson credit, even though Fergie time existed, but the fact that he could take absolute scrubs and make them into champions, that is Dodd in itself. And not, and like HH, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, do we know? Yes. Do you know how often did he start games, HH? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, how often did he start in games?
As a player.
We look at dudes, the Neville brothers. HH. Phil Neville is coaching in Portland and they're mid-table in the MLS. You see what I'm talking about, HH? Like that's nasty work. And I'm not talking about the main guys. Relax. I'm not talking about Beckham, and I'm talking about Kanchelskis, Popowski,
Nicky Butt.
Yeah, Nicky Butt. Come on, like
I've already said Phil Jones winning a Premier League title. It's like as a centre back is already like you can say to the test, like I'm sorry, like he.
No. You know what's crazy? He was winning. No, the thing is, Phil Jones was winning league titles without an ACL. Do you know how crazy that sounds?
No. See, for me, look, I think, again, I'm not going to answer Eric's question because I refuse to answer it. But again, it's hard to argue against City being the greatest ever EPL team. It's hard to argue against it. But what I'm saying, though, is that how much kudos do we give the achievement? Yeah, you champion it, but should we give more achievements if you're able to succeed with less? Or is it all the same?
But we do that, but the thing is, we do that in other leagues. That's the irony. So, for example,
how do we talk about Blancos? How do you mean?
So, for example, if Dortmund won the league against Bayern last season, for example, we'd be like, oh, this is, and when they won it, oh, it's a fantastic achievement. This because they don't have as much money as they don't have the structure, none of this. So we would give far more credit to Dortmund winning the league in the Bundesliga than if, I say, Bayern had just won it again, etc. So in leagues that like where there's clearly been a more dominant force, and it's natural because we always support the underdog. That's natural. Maybe that's where we're going now. So I just think that when it comes to Premier League, like we would do that naturally to any team that like just because I think as humans we always support the underdog.
No, but I don't think it's about the underdogs. Like let's be real. In a vacuum, Leverkusen's achievement is Xabi Alonso's achievement is greater than Pep Guardiola's achievements.
Yeah, of course.
We can all agree there. Like it takes nothing away from what Pep is doing. What Pep is doing is still amazing, but still, based on Xabi Alonso's resources, his experience, his achievements is greater than Pep's achievement.
Yes, that's my point. But
it's the volume of the winning.
Yeah, it's the one. So I think because obviously being undefeated or not being, I think my point is just that like even if you take Bayern Leverkusen aside, with what Klopp, for example, achieved with Dortmund at when he beat Bayern, that season that Klopp achieved with Dortmund was picked up far more than most Bayern seasons because of what they have. So I think the same applies to the Premier League, where like yes, it doesn't take away from City or Pep's win. Of course it doesn't. I'm not saying that. But naturally, just like when Leicester City won the league, or when any team that has far less resources and far less structure and far less money going and achieving things is always going to get more praise. It's always going to be seen
Blancos. No, let me ask you this now. Blancos, is City the greatest ever Premier League team?
Yeah.
Blancos.
No.
Because I need to hear from you because I know where you stand on this. Is this the greatest ever Premier League team?
Blanco, just say it's debatable. Just say debatable.
It's debatable. Yeah, it's debatable. It is debatable.
No. How is it debatable and why is it debatable?
It depends because the debate depends on what you define as greatness.
Taking everything into account, the records broken, the influence, the dominance, the winning, the success.
Yeah, so the success. So I would always say it's difficult because of different styles of play, football, and also like and also managers, how competitive the league was, etc., etc. So I've always said, for example, they like the, and I even putting her aside, I've always said, for example, back then they're far more world class or top tier managers back then than they are now. There aren't actually that many up and coming and you can say that because Bayern Munich are struggling to find the manager for their club. Bayern Munich, like how can we? They're trying to pick like 4th, 6th tier managers because there aren't enough high quality world class managers available now. So it's why I'm saying it's debatable is because fundamentally we're comparing what, in my opinion, is different eras of football and different contexts. And in that era, there were lots of obviously very talented, very good players, but there were also a lot of very, very good managers. And I think when you're going up against multiple good, the Wengers, the peak Wenger, obviously, the Jose Mourinho's, Carlo Ancelotti's, Benitez when he was at his prime, Kevin Keegan back then, etc. Who could also build teams, who also resources, and also the financial disparity not necessarily being as big as it was as then. I think it's a different argument than now, where like obviously the financial disparity is different. There's more money in the game as well. But also, for me, fundamentally, the type of quality of manager available now is far, far less in terms of similarity than it was back then. Far, far less.
I'm sorry. Can I add to that? It's like I think the conversation between Pep and Saf is kind of like how, in basketball terms, it's like Bill Russell and Michael Jordan. Bill Russell is known for having the most titles, but a lot of people say that Michael Jordan is the GOAT. When you have Pep doing six like he's Michael Jordan, that's nasty work. So at that point, then people could say, I think in a few years or in 10 years, the conversation will now then change to, well, Sir Alex Ferguson, yeah, he won the most titles. That's cool and all, but they'll consider Pep being the GOAT. That's where it's.
Can I speak?
Monimus, where you at with it? Monimus, where you at with it?
I mean, you think about it. Man United had the treble. He done the treble. Liverpool, Arsenal, Huddersfield Town, and Manchester United all done a three-peat at some point in English football history. He done a three-peat. Now, I know you want to gas up 15 goals, but that is literally an achievement glorifying terrorist football. So I don't think...
This is what I don't like. We did not play terrorist football then. It was peak pragmatism, peak economical, peak effectiveness.
So it was like prime Al Qaeda.
Peak effectiveness.
Relax, Jesus.
Jesus, YouTube talks, please. Thank you. Go for it. Money miss.
Peak pragmatic, deep football. No, just peak terrorism. Just keep saying it. What's it called?
Don't keep talking.
Is that a Ronaldinho jersey?
Money miss.
That's Ronaldinho himself. No, what's it called?
What?
In terms of how the league looks, I'm not going to lie. We always try to close it off to a Premier League debate. It's bad of us. Because we know if it's a actual football debate, forget about it. We can't compare Pep to Fergie. Pep's been in the game for what, 15 years? He's won like 12 or 13 league titles. Like, that's mad. Like, as good as Fergie was, you can't compare it. And the thing is that...
Wait, quick, you can't compare it. No, for me, like, you're right, but you have... Basically, all Fergie has over Pep is what he did with what resources he had. Basically, the only thing he has is his doy. Everything else here, Pep beats him everywhere else.
It's not doy talks. Like, it's disingenuous to compare managers that came into teams that are already established with quality to a guy who basically came into both Aberdeen and United that were basically nothing. So it takes time to actually be like Manchester United have been relegated recently.
No, look,
like this is it takes time. When people say, "Oh, he's been in the game for 30," it takes time to build the Aberdeen. It takes time to build up these clubs to get to a competitive nature. Then you actually been Barcelona. They've won the CL not too long before Pep came. City were in a Champions League semi-final, won the league obviously before. Bayern Munich, enough said. So it's not like he's going into and building those clubs up. And this is not me taking away from Pep, as I said,
I
but
completely understand. I completely understand. The thing is that we need to be real. Football is the sport does not care for context. It doesn't care about history. It doesn't care about what was happening in the moment.
Wait, hold on.
Basic achievement.
I hope you're lying. Please tell me you're lying. Please tell me you're lying.
Please
tell me you're lying.
No, he's not lying. He's not lying. He's not lying.
Please tell me. Please tell me. Okay, the guy.
Wait, no. Can I break it down? So, the guy you only gave one league title to.
You're crying over.
You only gave this one league title. You're crying because he's leaving, and he's leaving because you will be winning to.
He's a psychopath. He's a psychopath.
No. I understand him.
I will say in Nigeria, I will sound this guy if I see him.
No. I understand him. Wait, guys, I understand him. Just think about it this way. Your side chick is gone. I mean, come on. It has to hurt in a sense. Like,
he's not even a side chick.
No, but everybody
he's literally just some. Okay, let me not. Okay, shout out to women's rights. So I won't say anything.
Everybody rates Klopp. Wow. Everybody rates Klopp. Wow. Nobody's really rating Arteta. Okay, well, we're starting to rate Arteta, but everybody rates Klopp. Now, if he keeps on winning, it's like, who are you beating?
I put the link in the chat if you want to check.
I actually really don't really want to do this.
You should look at it, man. This is
It's not only that, but there have also been stories of Klopp and Pep like going out to dinners and stuff like that. So they're basically that's why this was never a rivalry, AJ. Because if these people
they boyfriend girlfriend. Well, what is this relationship?
No, it's like bros going out to eat and stuff like that.
No. I hate this guy, man. I hate this guy.
He's a terrorist.
No, but back to the conversation. What's it
Oh
called?
my god!
I think the biggest thing that happens is that football and sport does not care about context. It doesn't care about where you are. It doesn't care about what happens during the time. It looks at the base achievement and it sees it. The biggest thing about Fergie is that.
What do you mean? I don't know. You're saying football doesn't care about context. Football doesn't care about context.
No, context goes away the longer time goes on in football. As much as I love Wenger, I'm being honest. Wenger should have left my club in 2006 after the UCL final. But what did he do? He stayed on 12 more years because he loved Arsenal and he wanted to help pay off the stadium, and he felt bad because we were in debt at that point. So he helped us get Champions League for a long time. If Wenger really was selfish and cared about his legacy, he would have been a much better manager. That's me being completely honest. The one thing I can give Pep credit for is that Pep is selfish. If the ship is about to sink, that guy's jumping. He ain't staying with it. If Man City get charged, who do you think's the first person to leave Man City, guys? Let's be real.
He's gonna start crying.
Fact. He is cutting before anybody else. Why? Because his legacy means more than anything else, than Man City, more than Barcelona, more than Bayern Munich, more than anybody. He cares most about his legacy. And the problem is, Fergie, in my opinion, he loved Manchester United, which is why he took over Man United while they were in a relegation race. And those first 5 to 6 years where he wasn't winning and they were mid-table, that hurts his legacy. Pep would never do that because Pep cares about his legacy so much.
I don't think that hurts his legacy.
No, Pep would never.
Enhances his legacy.
No, that's what I'm saying.
We still won trophies during that time when you didn't win the Premier League.
No.
Exactly.
But when you're comparing him to Pep never took 5 years to rebuild a club.
But the point is,
Pep would never do
that. Pep came into Ronaldinho, Messi, right? He inherited Rijkaard's Barcelona team, which is an amazing team, right? And they won the Champions League, yeah? So let's not say that.
But why does
I completely agree with you. Agree with you. The problem is, the longer time goes on, the worse this debate gets for Fergie, because the more people will forget. Pep knows this. There's a reason why Pep has selected these clubs. Pep came into Man City because they had everything sorted. City literally made everything for Pep. Scouting, Al Khaldoon. They've even paid referees.
Oh no, but I think no. I think money. Let's see. The danger is this though, especially with new generations coming through. Mm-hmm. If you ask a 19-year-old now, do you think they respect Fergie? A 19-year-old today, right now. See now, I grew up with Ferguson. But basically, if you're 20 or 21 years old, you're like, yeah, I'll bring in AK. So my thing though is that.
But are you not 19?
So basically, yeah. Figuratively speaking. So basically, if Pep does 5 in a row, 6 in a row, another domestic treble, another FA Cup, another league title.
People won't care about the rebuilding he did.
The whole Fergie thing is it will start to lose its source. So the more Pep wins,
I think it's a bit different.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying it moves to that Bill Russell, Michael Jordan narrative.
Facts.
No,
it's because
how long is he going to stay in the league though? Because personally,
he's not
staying past next season. To be honest with you,
why not? Belgian Heskey. Okay, Heskey, his thing. Okay, so.
But why would he leave? He's
okay. There we go. Okay, so there we go. If he leaves City, leave to go where?
Let's look at the fact that he left Barcelona, right? It was his club, yeah. That was his club, yeah. He won everything that he needed to win there, right? So he done that. So he left Barcelona. He's gone Bayern Munich, right? Obviously, he's thinking that he's not going to win Champions League there. He's left there. He's come City. Let's be honest. As good as City is, right? They're not Barcelona. They're not Real Madrid. They're not AC Milan, Juventus. They're not any of these teams, yeah?
Okay.
So for me personally, unless he's thinking that he wants to build Man City a legacy in which they are talked about in the same way as Manchester United, Liverpool, and other clubs, yeah? That's the only reason I see him staying. But personally, I would feel that he's going to go do something else.
No. But hold on. Belgian Heskey. Hold on, quickly. Belgian Heskey, to your point. Belgian Heskey, to your point. To the point you just said. So I think before the Real Madrid game, I think it's before the second leg, he talks about how, okay, we're like, just jokingly, we're like, what, 10, 11 UCLs behind the Real Madrid and everything. He wants to, because he knows that I am building a legacy here. So he actually wants to leave until at least 2 or 3 more UCLs with City. So I do feel that, do you think he's going to leave within just 1 UCL or 2 UCLs? Because what he wants is that, he's like, no, I'm literally creating a team. So he wants to now be like, because we've always held against Pep is that, as you guys have just said, Barca had a history before you. Bayern had a history before you. You've won City their first domestic treble. You've won City their first treble, their first UCL, the first time they got 4 in a row, and you have single-handedly dethroned Man United in the whole thing.
There is another reason why he'll leave.
And HH, that adds, the longer he's at City, being at City adds to his legacy more than these other clubs. Because yes, they are bigger clubs with more prestigious fans, but when you win at Real Madrid, you are a part of Real Madrid history. Pep is literally Man City. Pep is Man City history. Forget Man City. This is Pep FC. Call this club Pep FC.
And also, there is no other business, because it's a particular situation. Because what other situation can you be with a club that doesn't have the history, that has the kind of spending power and infrastructure of Man City?
But what I'd say is that can also be a problem, because because just like that's happened with United with their way United essentially was Fergie FC. As soon as that manager goes, and Pep inevitably will go. I don't think Pep is going to stay at City for the same amount of time that Fergie stayed at City. I don't think that's going to happen. Maybe he might dabble into international. I don't know. As soon as that manager goes, the identity, the core of that club potentially actually goes with that team as well. And so if you're talking about revisionist retrospect, people then start to think less about what actually happens is those teams, those players, that team now gets diminished. So people speak less about, like, we're speaking less about what De Bruyne did, what Haaland did, what those players did, and they'll speaking more about, but that was just what Pep did. Without Pep, City were basically nothing. Depending on what subsequent managers do in the future, which is actually ending a detriment to the actual club and the person themselves.
This builds his legacy. If City fall off after Pep, oh my days, Pep will love this. Pep will love this because this makes Pep look even better if City fall off after him. if they fall off and they only win 1 or 2,
they probably will fall off.
Oh, no, they will fall off. They will fall off, 100%.
You can't
let's be real. Shout out to Katie and all those guys. A big reason of City winning the titles is the tactic and the strategy and the coaching. So, Jace West, you want to say something, Jace West?
Yeah, there is another reason why Pep will leave, because some of the hierarchy at Man City will be changing over in 2025. I think it's the main guys that are at Barca when he was there. They're leaving Man City, so he might leave at the same time because he knows it's best to leave when because I think Umbarada's gone now. Tixie's leaving in 2025, so he's like the scout and the main reason behind the transfers and all that kind of stuff. If Pep's seeing them slightly gradually going down, he's going to jump ship.
I told
because he wants to keep his legacy as it is.
But just was okay. Let's say he leaves, but leave to go where? Because do you know what it is? Because this is literally like the perfect storm for him. Which is I know it's true. Like if the hierarchy changes and things change, he may say, "Okay, let me just jump on my head." But where is Pep going to find this particular situation that he's finding himself in Man City?
When he left Barca, people forget he took a year out. He didn't go straight to Bayern Munich. He took a year, so he has. We don't know what the football landscape will look like in 2-3 years' time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's plenty.
For instance, like, do you see him going to PSG?
I don't see PSG. I see maybe somewhere in Serie.
I mean, if depending on how many zeros, you can never. I don't care what man you are. If there are enough zeros on a thing, certain things can happen. I'll say that.
Maybe in 3 years' time, Barcelona get their act together, and then he goes there. We don't know.
And that's my thing. The only destination I see from Pep from here is back to a Barca that is now fully rebuilt and have their act together. So I do feel that that's a return. Because then he says to himself that, do you want to rebuild AC Milan? Do you want to rebuild Man United? Actually, no, he'll never go to United. No. From City, he'll never go to United. Never.
No, another team he could go to is maybe Inter Milan. Because they're already doing stuff in the Serie A. And they're already dunking on these teams. Who knows what Inter Milan are going if they keep what they have now.
It's just financially... The problem with financially Serie A is a bit sketchy.
No, he came coaching England.
I mean... If he was to somehow win the World Cup with the English national team, there'd basically
then he might be the GOAT. If he actually wins a trophy with the England national, then he might actually be the GOAT. He might actually be the GOAT.
Was it Pep or Mourinho that said that got offered the England job?
Mourinho.
Okay.
Yeah, Mourinho would go.
So do you see, like, when do you see Pep leaving? Do you see Pep leaving at all?
I know this is gonna sound. It's not even Pep, but like. This guy has a house in Manhattan, bro.
Oh my God! Don't go there. Don't go there.
Elijah, come on.
Cut that bitch off.
Excuse me.
I'm saying no. That's just a frustration. It's a frustration thing. Because it changed. Pep. Oh God.
Pep coaching McKennie.
Wait, Pep in time for 2026.
Huh?
Pep in time for 2026.
That would be very scary. I'm just saying. But look, I don't think. Okay, so like for example, Klopp says, right? He's looking at it as in terms of like full stop, like he's done. But he said if he wanted to get back to managing, it will not be in England, nor will it be from a team around the corner. So the Prem is out of the picture. England is out of the picture.
So he's finished him. Pep
I think he's. I think Klopp is done because obviously he's got kids and his kids also have kids as well, so he wants to be a grandpa as well.
But bro, Pep ends quitting anytime soon, bro. Can I just quickly on that? So this is what Pep said. In regards to Klopp, he's a very important part of my life. He knows it. I will miss him. I have a feeling he'll be back. Do you know how sick you have to be?
Show the crime. Show the crime.
He's a very important part of my life.
Wait, you can show the video, but put it on mute because we.
Show the crying.
I don't know. No, I can't. It's so disgusting. It's so disgusting.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why when people are always like, "Oh, rivalry this, rivalry that." Mike and I have been saying this. It's not a rivalry. Like if these dudes are going out to eat, at steaks or barbecues together, like. Bro, that's not a rivalry.
Rivalry. Have they ever had an argument?
What does that even mean? What does that even mean? He's a big part of my life. Like, what does that mean?
No. Just I tell you what it means. You played a side chick role to my dominance.
Wow.
So basically, you.
No Diddy.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, basically, you played an important role in that documentary. Hey, this is the guy that came close to almost beating me twice, but I still beat him by points.
The only thing, if that was if he said that to Jersey, Jersey's going to punch him. He's
100%.
walking down to Manchester.
No. But just here's the thing, though. He hates Mourinho.
Yeah.
So he never said us about Mourinho. Exactly. So he hates him. Which is why I love Mourinho.
Here's my thing. I don't think Pep did say he's coming back for next year. He did not say I will be here for the next that long. Because the question was asked, Pep, will you be back? How long you serious? He said, I'll be back next year. My thing is, if Pep leaves, what other club is already put together that he can be able to go and win immediately? The only team
Chelsea.
It's PSG.
No.
Chelsea.
No. The only team the only club is PSG.
PSG. It's PSG because there he actually has a say in terms of funds, who to get. He can bring his Barcelona guys with him. Why are people saying Chelsea?
Forget that. Like
we were going for 2025, man.
Bro, like Pep isn't going to a club where you are forced to buy players from the womb. So no.
Just because at that point, I think it's either PSG, Barca, or international management. But the problem is with international management, he's never going to coach Spain.
No, never. Spain has never happened.
What's the Catalonian team like?
J2S.
Actually, imagine Pep's Brazil coach. Now that would be interesting.
I don't think
Oh my God!
What,
no.
Tiki Taka of Antin Rafinha?
That day, that's the day when you can say Brazilian football is over.
No. Brazil doing that would be sad. Brazil doing Brazil under the Pep system would that's the end of.
But they win. They win. They go back to winning though. They probably go back to winning though.
Are you sure?
But the thing is, Brazilians prefer stylistic football over systemic football.
Yes.
Even if they're winning, but the Brazilian public will always want the.
Yeah, but they come on. But if they won a World Cup after so long, they'd be like, "Yeah, we prefer stylish, but like we've not won a World Cup in like freaking ages."
Los Blancos, are you saying that we could potentially see you see those videos like of like the beaches in Rio, and the guys are like Joga Bonito in are you saying that we're gonna see guys passing the ball sideways on the beaches?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
No, please.
That's what I'm saying. So basically, we're gonna go to Copacabana Beach, and guys are trying to just basically keep the ball. If that happens, Romario is gonna take a shotgun and find Pep. Romario is going to take a shotgun and find it. So Romario goes, where the heck is that Catalonian? That's what Romario is going to do, bro.
If we just kick up to like triangles in the beach, bro, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Wait, hold on. Let's quickly do this. So shout out to your boy Wink. Did he steal your favorite rapper? Will you sell the autograph? Shout out to your boy Kelvin Zero. HH, when going to Brazil, uses a private jet. Barbosa controls all the planes on his iPhone. All he does is press play and the planes take off. Travelers that use Brazil planes end up on Ukraine front lines.
What does that have to do with
I'll drop it. And there's more. There's more. The streets exposing Rhys James' burger habits caused an impact. Next time, when Rhys James is eating burgers, it's not going to taste sweet no more. When eating, he'd be thinking like, who else knows?
Why would your burger taste sweet?
I don't know.
€22.
It's not Calvin Zero, man. Like, I don't quite understand.
Hey, he's an old timer, man.
He spent basically about $25 for that.
I don't understand the first part. What's he talking about?
Yeah, that punctuation is mad as well.
So wait, okay. So YSK, when is this bomber's Pep leaving, bro?
He needs to go now. Just go now.
I don't know, man. He's already confirmed that he'll be here for next season, so that's 5 in a row.
No, but isn't it okay? You've won 4 in a row records. Piss off. You've already your legacy is already set. Piss off. Why is he staying for what?
The thing is, he's not got nowhere else to go. There's no other options. Again, if any of us put ourselves in Pep's position, bro, we're not going anywhere. we are not leaving anywhere unless we go. Obviously, there's places that Pep can't go because of political reasons. One and two, like just rivalries. He would never go to Real Madrid. He would never go to Real Madrid. That would never happen. Spain.
So do you? Yeah. So I want to say Spain now.
Spain. You wouldn't go to Spain. The other clubs in England, again, I don't think Pep is shameless, but I don't think he's that shameless.
Newcastle?
No.
Nah.
Wait, you're telling me he takes over from Arteta and wins the league?
Unless they buy unless Newcastle gives him $1 billion just for his own bank account and then say, you know what, do whatever you want.
Viber.
Yeah.
No, because my thing though is that this is such a perfect situation for him in terms of the money, the structure, the scouting, the recruitment, the control he has over it. It's like how hard is it going to be to replicate this environment somewhere else?
Very difficult. Very difficult. Again, what I found interesting was in that I watched a bit of that presentation towards the end. The guys that they announced to come out to the pitch before the players came out, that's all Pep guys. I think there was one person in that team. Shout out to Big Meek. It was like, oh, I recognize that guy before the Pep era. So he was there when Pep wasn't there, as in when he was playing at City. So there was only one guy. The rest of these guys are actually all Pep people. So when Pep goes, that regime would go with him wherever he ends up. So that it looks interesting for City afterwards. But again, it's all set for Pep for the next 5-6 years, bro. Like, why would you, unless Pep just needs a break, which he might, bro. Too much is too much. Even too much success can be just too much for people. Like you can have that. You want to say Mourinho ran Pep out of town and all this, but I think what ran Pep out of town was the Spanish media just being on his case, because thanks to Mourinho managed to rattle this guy so bad, like he actually couldn't take it anymore.
So one thing, who can be a Mourinho in the EPL?
Nobody. There's not one single.
Because my thing now is that like,
except Jose.
Because could you argue that Pep was maybe because he was younger, that maybe he was under a lot, because that's why he took his sabbatical, because there was so much pressure that maybe there was a lot of pressure and also remember it's Barcelona, so maybe there's a much more personal connection than there's to City.
This Pep won't be fazed by Mourinho's antics from 2012. It wouldn't. He would actually relish in this. This version of Pep would actually like this kind of that. Would like that, because you see the way this guy's trolling Klopp.
Yes, that's trolling. That's trolling.
He doesn't care, bro. He actually doesn't care. So, Mike, I delete that comment, bro. Look, I just don't see anybody. Forget the Premier League. I don't see anybody outside of the Premier League coming into the Premier League and causing Pep any problems. Nobody, not a single person. Because what Mourinho had was, he had personality and charisma. Like he could manipulate a situation. There's no one. Pep is not gonna fold to a guy who's just got good tactics. You need mind games. You need more than just football to get this guy out of it. So,
and obviously, we'll get into like the final section, which is about who can next win the league, because the level of motivation you need is crazy. But so when do you see Pep leaving, if ever? That's what I need to know. When do you see this leaving?
Again, he didn't make it clear. I think what Sky Sports presented to him was, will you be here? How long will you be here? Or what?
Do you know how that's crazy? They like say, because even Sky was like, bro, we want someone else to win. How long are you going to be here so you can piss off?
Yeah, no, that's what they mean. That's what they're implying by that question. And then Pep was just like, oh no, I'll be back for next season. So he didn't actually say, he didn't actually answer that question. Look, depending on how next season goes, again, I don't know how. Pep wanted the back-to-back treble bad. Like, he wanted that bad. Let's not act like he didn't want that. So this was actually, because Pep's celebrations are post like winning shit is actually a bit more. He does the cigar thing and all that. Like he does his own shit. This was quite a laid back kind of. He done a 6 for the camera. Like he was quite laid back. If he won the treble, God knows what he would have done what he would have done this year. So yeah, he'll be back.
You'd have been crying more. You'd have been crying as if
No, he'd been even a lot more emotional.
So I don't know what he would do after next season, but I think it is. Would he be content with just stat padding the league? I don't know. I don't think because
no. He wants more Champions Leagues for sure. Like this is good. Like this is like a good thing just out to Legacy, but he definitely wants more UCL.
That's the risk. That's the risk though. The Champions League. That's because you're not guaranteed to win a Champions League.
Yeah, you're not guaranteed.
Like
you know. Because if we're being honest, there was I think prior to them winning the Champions League, they should have beaten Chelsea. They should have won it that year.
Should have been Spurs, but
should have been Spurs. So
there should have been Leon for sure.
Oh no,
yeah, that was
seasons. There were seasons where I felt like they were guaranteed the UCL, but they didn't win it. So again, I think it comes down to the UCL and how badly Pep wants it.
I mean, really, if it wasn't for Lukaku, does he even win the current CL? But,
no, he doesn't, and he makes that clear.
He literally said that.
He makes it clear. I actually don't know how Lukaku hasn't got his own section in the Brick Academy for that.
No, we are building one. Okay, so let me so Belgian Heskey, when do you see your boy Pep leaving, if ever? Do you see him leaving? And if he leaves, where do you see him going to?
I mean, praying for 115. We're praying for 115. I mean,
okay, so is this what we are right now? So because we can't beat him without praying that he now goes to jail.
Are you telling me not one of those charges can't be cleared? Not one.
No, not one. I'm telling you right
now.
Not one.
The thing though,
bro, you know how wild that is? 115 charges.
I know. And in the words of Pep, we will be there. We'll be there when he's acquitted.
You know what's also crazy? There could also be, I'm sure there's going to be charges after him too. Because remember that a lot of these charges were before him. There could be charges after him.
And it could be innocent all that, but sorry, Heskey, back to you.
I mean, this guy, he needs to go. But I mean, I'd give it to you. I would say I would argue him for being the greatest manager of all time in totality. Like club, like in terms of anywhere. Me personally, right? But in terms of Premier League, the thing is, Fergie was at United for so long. It's so hard. Like the guy dominated the league. It's just crazy.
Pause.
No. But my main thing is that is he leaving? When do you see him leaving? Or how long do you see him staying at City for to continue to dominate?
I personally reckon end the next season he's dipping.
Why?
I think he said something about leaving, right? Don't mention something about leaving.
No. But he said they'll review his contracts at the end of next season.
I think he's close to dipping. To be honest, for me, as much as he's done at City, if he does stay at City, he's a psychopath. He's a proven psychopath, and he just wants to satisfy his ego. But for me personally, I reckon he'd want to build on his legacy more. I want to go to Italy. I mean, let's be honest, major leagues, England, Spain, Germany, we just need to do Italy. I really go. I mean, Barcelona is a good option as well. Barcelona is a good option to go to as well. But I personally don't see him staying in this league for too long, to be honest with you. I mean, you could say if maybe Klopp was a Mourinho, yeah. If maybe he was, they had the same sort of rivalry. If it just a little bit of what we saw Tuchel and Conte had, yeah. If there was a bit of that, maybe he'll stay in the league a lot longer. But to be honest, I mean, Arteta's his friend. Who else is around? Like
I think he needs an enemy. He needs a villain because you see the issue though is that unless he's forced to leave for whatever reason. If there are no reasons that are forcing him to leave, why? Because why not stay? Because it's like, remember, you're only on one UCL, and he's made it very clear.
The only Premier League footballing reason that I can see him leaving is if Arteta wins the league next season, then he might say he needs to prove a point.
Okay, so no, but let's say he wins the league next season, but fails to win the UCL. Does he leave? Because what people are missing out is that he's made it very clear that he wants to win more than one UCL, and he actually wants to build a UCL legacy for Man City, which they don't have.
he left Bayern without a Champions League, so I don't see why that's a problem. He's won one, so I mean, you're being a bit greedy now.
No, but Bayern had UCLs before Pep.
It's about him. It's about him.
No, him, but he's also building a legacy with City as well. So he's like, bro, I can't based on how good I have been. Look, okay, think about this. I've spent all this year here, and we can all agree that this is arguably the greatest ever Premier League team. Only one Champions League.
Bro, City's UCL history is Pep.
Listen, when he cried over Aguero, he just showed me who he was, bro. That guy, it's me, bruv. It's me.
Yeah.
Pep, it's about me. It's not about City. He doesn't care, bro. Personally, he's going to go. He needs to build his legacy. He might go into basketball or something else, bro. He's going to go to another sport, bro. He's done, bro. He's colonized football. That's what he's done. To get the Premier League, he's colonized football.
Well, no, he's not colonized the World Cup yet, bro. The World Cup still lives. The World Cup still lives, bro. The World Cup still lives.
You might just jinx that.
66? England 66.
Shout out to 66. Yeah, Elijah, what are you saying?
So, you know, Man City has more trophies than Chelsea now.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up. I was like, wait,
I did say so.
So Pep Guardiola has accumulated more trophies in his career at City than Chelsea have in their entire history.
It's very scary right now.
That's a scary narrative.
That's a stat. That is a stat.
That one manager basically. So you have Pep Guardiola at City and then Chelsea Football Club, and they're the same.
HH, can you share my screen? It's looking very scary for Chelsea.
Why are City and Chelsea in the same column?
These are clubs, HH. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All the in the same column.
No. Look, shade sacks. Shade sacks. No, shade sacks.
Why the same column?
Wait, hold up. They only have 3 cups. We have 7 cups. What's up with it? No, they only have 3 cups.
HH, read the top. Read
the top.
I don't know. I don't need to read anything. It says 7. They have 3.
No, HH, it says combined totals. Bro, HH, oh my god.
Bro, did they
3, 1, 4, 7, 2, 9. Does that say 9? That says 9.
Bro, did they not do graphs and tables in Nigeria?
Okay. We have more.
I just want to be fair though, me personally, I only count like major trophies, so I don't count Super Cups and shit.
I don't count those either. So
I don't
count you might not, but the guy in the shade does. The guy in the shade
No, it depends how you win those Super Cups.
No, it doesn't.
So, and Chelsea has we had to sweat to win our trophies.
If it didn't require more than 3 matches to win the tournament, but it doesn't count.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me, because I'm gonna ask questions. So shout out to your boy AG says that Pep will be doing ball retention in the favelas. That's F top. That's F top, bro. That's F top. Ball retention in the favelas is F top, man. Shout out to your boy Josh. Fury loses after insulting music for 3 years. Hashtag DOS. Yeah, that was bad. Kelvin, I'm not a comedian. I just say what's on my mind. And to those losers saying 22 euros down the drain at the same one spending 1,000 euros to.
That's
on Cat Club. That's a dub. No, Kelvin, we appreciate you. Anybody that doesn't is a brick. Kelvin, please send those jokes in. Your jokes are money.
AJ, that's crazy.
Clarify the first dub. That's the only thing I didn't understand what you're meaning by the first dub, the Ukrainian flying and stuff. That confused me.
Which was first dub? What do you mean?
The first dub they wrote when he talked about the flying and then the Ukrainians stuff. I didn't quite understand what you're trying to say there.
No,
it was cerebral. You have to use your subconscious. It's all in the subconscious.
He was trying to link it to Usyk.
Oh, okay. Maybe that was it. Maybe it was an Usyk jab. Okay.
No. Might have been. So I have a question here. Wait. Nomad, what do you want to say? Nomad, you want to say something? Nomad.
Yeah, I just wanted to speak on 2 things. Go for it. I wanted to speak on it. It's just, first of all, when you combine the Premier League with any other league, right? The change in perspective is that the Premier League is only 30 years old, right? 32 years old. So when you're talking about the best teams, in any other league, they go all the way back. They go back. They're talking about 100 years, So that's why the sample size of the Premier League is too small. And that's why when you're talking about just the 30 years, 10 years out of 30 years is almost a third of the entire duration of the Premier League, you know. So automatically the domination looks even bigger than what it actually is. Because if you look back for the past 100 years of English football, I'm sure there have been some teams or some clubs that have almost dominated as much as Man City have, you know, in the past few years. That's one point. So the change in perspective. So the change in perspective that the Premier League is only 30 years old. So that's why when you talk about the Premier League era,
The problem is, no, Matt. The problem is
the perspective changes. The perspective changes. And second of all, the second point is, AJ, I don't see Pep staying at Man City past another season. I think he has one more season on his contract, and he leaves in 2025, in next summer of 2025, because he doesn't want to wait for the FFP case to be resolved. He doesn't want to take that chance, because once he leaves and the charges come out, and maybe if the club gets penalized, he'll be like, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It had nothing to do with me. I did my job. It was the club administration. That's what he'll say.
Oh, they'll still link it
That's
to
what
him.
he'll say.
They're still going to link it to.
They will.
Actually, wait,
they'll
hold on,
link
no,
it,
wait a minute. No, wait a minute, hold on. So last ticket, because we need to get out of there. So, quick question to you guys: the next team other than City to win the EPL?
Chelsea.
If I
SK, do you agree? Are we going to be the next team to win the EPL? Because there's no Klopp here, so it's its peak. The next team to win the EPL.
Whoa! Why are we looking past
SK?
To be honest, if in the best case scenario, I could actually see that. It depends on the timing, right? Like if Pep leaves at the same time that all the test tube babies starts to peak, like in terms of like their abilities, I don't.
So that's like a decade. So that's like a decade at least. Then. That's a decade at least.
I mean, I'm actually like no, like
so okay, so SK, so you're saying that no, you don't see any other team winning the league as long as Pep is here.
Well, to be fair, the timetable I'm talking about here would be like what, like 3-4 years. So because by the time you get to that point, like most of the players on our team will probably still be like around 26, 27. So they won't really be like old per se. So like if the timing lines up, I don't see why not. Unless Liverpool or Arsenal or get their shit together.
So basically, so your money would be on Chelsea to be the next team other than City to win the league.
Okay, but if Pep stays for like that time period that I just laid out, I would probably say Chelsea. But like, if he say he does end up leaving after 2025, I'd probably go Arsenal. But I would say like Chelsea would be like the next team to be in. Like, that
Eric, which team do you see winning the league? After the next team to win the league other than City. Eric.
He's on hold at reception.
He's on hold. J2S. J2S, which team do you see winning the league other than City?
I really don't know, because I think Aston Villa have much a chance as Chelsea, really. Like, if we're going to do that.
What?
I don't think Aston Villa are that good, to be honest. Okay, with Aston Villa, I know you're joking, but like think about it this way: as bad as Chelsea have been, Aston Villa in their best ever season only finished like 5 points ahead of them, and Chelsea have been awful for like 80% of the entire season. That's not a good.
Maybe could be Newcastle if they get the stuff together, but I don't think that's going to happen because FFP is still strangling them. If FFP wasn't strangling Newcastle, I'd say Newcastle. But
no chance. Newcastle.
I said,
don't have to sell like three of their players or something.
Yeah, no, Newcastle now.
Didn't.
Okay, if they didn't, okay.
Okay.
I'd probably Arsenal then that we're looking at, maybe. Because I don't think Liverpool with horny slot's going to do anything. So
I think the correct answer is Chelsea. Not to sound biased.
For God's sake.
No. Let Eric cook. No, let him cook. So Eric. So why do you think Chelsea?
Burn the food, man.
I would not tolerate any disrespect towards my man.
No, it's just a microwave meal, man.
I think it's like what I'm not sure who was speaking earlier before me, but yeah. So if the players hit their prime, I guess, and the chemistry is looking good.
By that you mean hit puberty? Is that what you mean?
So if the players gain experience in the league, maybe a different coach, someone who is more likely to win a trophy, win a title. So maybe a few things will need to happen, but maybe different coach. And I would say.
Oh my god! Yeah, like
can you just
Eric,
let me finish speaking?
I will, but Eric, I can't say about 4 or 5 each there, but keep cooking now, keep cooking.
No, it's not 4 or 5. So basically, the players are looking. Yeah, the chemistry is improving. I think with the players, 5 wins in a row. Last time they did that was 2022.
Let Eric.
So, can you go back? I didn't see that. Go back, sorry. What did the poll say? Oh my. Okay. Interesting.
Arsenal 43%.
No, 6%.
And for all those guys laughing, realize that Blancos and Wisky, that's identifying to United on the poll. I put you on the other. Wisky, I put United on the other. Wisky, I put United on the other.
Hold on, there's no way you said 5 wins in a row.
Yeah, so I think
keep talking.
Can Pochettino win a Premier League? I don't know if he can. So maybe.
No, Eric. No. For us to win the league, we have to sack him. But basically, my thing. So you believe that we win the league before Arsenal win the league next?
That's disgusting.
I'm not even trying to be rude, but I truly believe that. Yeah.
I mean,
who knows?
Okay, but here's the key thing. Do you say Chelsea win the league when Pep is here or when Pep leaves?
That's a difficult question. I think.
No, it's not.
I mean, I'm sorry. I don't think Pep is leaving anytime soon. I have to be honest. So we might have to do it while he's here. Maybe one of those off seasons.
Nah, that's a brick. Surely that's a brick.
Wait, Eric, I said we have to do it during one of those off seasons. Is that what you said?
Yeah. So like when I think when Liverpool won the. I mean, when I say off, I mean it's like
why? Because that's a yellow man. Pandemic is crazy. That's crazy.
We won the league in February. Don't do that.
Bro, these guys are praying for natural disasters and pandemic.
Eric, keep talking. Eric,
if you let me land, Mr. YSK, there was a season. The season Liverpool won the title. I think City got like 82 points. So when I say off season, I mean like when they drop off.
Yes.
So yeah, when they like have a drop off like 82 or 86, Chelsea might have a chance one of those kind of seasons to
they drop off and the vaccines rise.
The problem is these guys have won the league.
All right, splash.
BBC News. Yo, you know what you have to do now, bro. There's been cases of COVID-2 in London.
That's a different level. I mean, that's like one of those. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay. No,
we won't need to. Hopefully, not a one of those situations.
Eric,
we won't need to rely on one of those. But Liverpool did, but hopefully, we don't need to do what Liverpool did.
The thing is, more people don't understand. The title was
my days.
I mean, I do feel sorry for Liverpool because you celebrated in an empty stadium. But
not their fault.
Wait, hold on. Wait, Elijah, question for you. Are you one of those people that calls Chelsea's UCL CCL? Because if you do, then it's up.
No.
If you said yes, then I was going to be up for that.
No. Because I think what people fail to understand is what the league was stopped in March and it didn't restart until June. But the league was already done by that point because they could have won the next. Is that the picture that? I'm now thinking. I'm like, wait a minute.
Wait, what's it called? Blancos, who wins the league next? And don't you dare say United, bro. You're not winning the league in another 20 years. So
Kid, you know why we're screwed anyway? Like I've just seen on like my man Jim's busy spouting his Brexit nonsense on. Like he's a staunch Brexiteer supporter, Jim, man. It's
So Jim.
bro, I don't want to share the video because of YouTube tax, man.
Yeah, no, please. DM it to me, please. DM it to me.
Because he's literally basically like, we didn't get the Brexit we wanted. Brexit was about immigration. I'm like, holy, we're
Artists, artists. What you're telling me is Man United have the English national team.
Bro. When people are saying Brexit FC for it's such risk. That's the worst.
We didn't get the Brexit. It's a wild statement, man. We didn't get the Brexit we wanted.
Wow.
Okay, cool.
I'll send you the thing.
Send it to me. So who's winning it next, bro? So who's winning the league next?
I mean, like, is Nomad still here? No, Nomad's not. Yeah, he's still here. Yeah. No, Nomad really interested that because he said that I think the Premier League has only had 32 years in the current era, and in the 32 years the Premier League has been, United have won 13 of those titles and City have won 8. So that's 21. So basically, for essentially more than 2/3, I don't know if it's even close to 70% of most of the Premier League titles, basically reside in Manchester.
Actually,
the two clubs. 65%, something like that. Yeah. So
that's not too good, sir.
So it was six bound up to 66. I mean, come on, 2/3. Anyway, but the point is that why I'm giving that stat is that like the vast majority, despite how long the Premier League has been, 3 decades, most of the Premier League titles are in one place, and that pattern has not changed. So, if I'm honest, given that we're in the City era, as long as Pep Guardiola is there, he's probably he's going to win the next Premier League title. He's going to win the Premier League title. So, but post City, if it's not going to be Manchester City, I mean, you could be talking about a free for all. You know, I don't. Will Newcastle, with the way they decided, but the thing is, because now the Premier League have voted in the new kind of financial revenue kind of things, I think that's going to harm Newcastle, because obviously they voted against it, so that's going to be problematic. You know, where are Liverpool? Essentially, what I'm saying is there are too many clubs that have too many unanswered questions. I've already told you that United are finished for obvious reasons. Man. Go on, SK.
This is about Pep. Because Pep took that sabbatical when Sir Alex Ferguson retired, right? So did Man United ever try to get Pep in before he?
Yeah, they did try. They did try.
But he didn't want to join.
He didn't want to go. He didn't want to join.
So if you were to choose a team, that's.
But it's what I'm saying, that every team. I mean, if I was going to pick, the only team I can pick is probably Arsenal, because they, from what I can see, they're the team that has the less questions about them. Because if Pep wasn't here in the season, like Arsenal probably win this season. So there's less questions that I have about with the other teams. There's questions over United for obvious reasons. There's questions over Liverpool of how Arnie's going to be, and what the legacy is going to, if he's even going to stay for 1 or 2 more seasons. Because with Liverpool, if Arnie has a terrible first season, the fans are probably going to turn on him quick, because they're like, we want Klopp back. You're not Klopp, except he's got, despite the fact that Klopp only won 1 Premier title, he still left an impression amongst Liverpool fans, and so he's going to be judged based on that standard. Spurs, let's not even talk about Spurs and Chelsea. You know, I think the thing with Chelsea is more about what exactly does Bowley want to do. Does Bowley actually want to win the Premier League? Does he actually want to win the Champions League, or does he see Chelsea as a means of which he can basically like just make money and just sell young players for profit? He's not really concerned. You're going in, I mean, De Zerbi's free. You might go and get De Zerbi. You're basically turning Chelsea into Brighton Football Club.
No, we're not getting the Zerb. Relax, we're not getting the Zerb.
No, I know, but I mean, you most of the background staff at Chelsea right now are basically ex-Brighton management players, etc.
They've got Brentford's set piece coach now.
Yeah, okay, so like,
so they're moving away from Brighton. They're going to Brentford.
So I see an ownership that doesn't really care that much about winning Premier League title and Champions Leagues, and more about developing youth like Dortmund. So really, Arsenal are probably the only team where I can say, okay, there's less questions about them. You can easily see the club maybe making one or two more key signings. Like for example, to be fair to Arsenal, I think if they actually have a consistent striker, they probably do maybe edge City this season.
No, that's the thing. Like, look, we can't Arsenal and everything. Arsenal are a really good finisher away from winning the title.
I think they're more so a really good 6 away from winning. Because Arsenal's they scored a lot of goals. Like
they did. Don't get me wrong, but I think in some of the more tighter games, especially against tougher opposition, you
just need like individuals to get a goal out of nothing.
Yeah. Exactly. Especially when because in 1 or 2 games where you're being so yeah. And long story short, Arsenal most likely, yeah.
JS West next team to win it.
Oh, I said Arsenal as well because they're the only team that look like close to it. Because Liverpool, they're an unknown entity now with Slot. Man United are just they're less. Just let's not speak about them. Spurs are Spurs. Chelsea can do it if they actually do the right things, but they don't do the right things most of the time. Like, are you going to keep Pochettino? How long is Pochettino going to stay in the job? Like, Pochettino shouldn't be in the job, but he still is. No, he's going to get next season now.
Not really. But
they're not sacking him. Well, I just heard Eric say they got 5 wins in a row, so there's positives. They can take that form into next season.
So who would your money be on for the next team to win it?
If Pep is here for the next 5 years, it's Man City. But if he does leave in the next 2-3 years, it will be Arsenal because they're the next ones that are ready. If they get a competent striker in front of goal, then they're up there. I mean, they're up there without a goal scorer, so that they need that.
Wow, man, damn.
I was trying really hard not to say anything.
Wait, hold on. Let's just try. You know what? Arteta is a fraud. Allegri got a trophy. Shout out to Allegri who tried to rip his shirts.
Yeah,
that was Italia, and then he got sacked. So then he got sacked afterwards. Eric disappeared, then came back like a all right, lost. Shout out to Brisbane again. Investigate City for doping. Hairline over bald equals.
Divided.
That is true. Testosterone does make you bald and give you pimples.
Hairline divided by bald equals doping.
You know what? On this note, guys, it's been swell. It's been real. I'll see you guys Monday. Members hangouts. One love.
Good.
Thank you.